This can't be right. So it's 28.
And we are live with episode 8 of the Lost Minds of not Lost Minds of Fandor, the Bacon campaign. This is D&D with THC. I'll hand it over to Bacon. He can do the recap. What's the problem first, Lex?
I had 28. If I add 8 to it, it's 36. If I put 36 in my rolled HP, it gives me 40 HP.
Yeah, because it automatically adds your con to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a little, because Gideon's a fighter and he's only got 30, so 40 seems pretty high for a bard.
Well, did he put his health
8
up?
times 4?
8 times 4.
But you don't get full HP for it, though.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but then we would know what his max is.
8 times 4 is 32, plus 2 times 4 is 8. So max HP that you could possibly get is 40 HP.
Yeah, so he's just taking the max, except for the last roll of 8. The last roll was 8, so that's 40.
So I didn't see the rolls, but if you just add your rolls together and put in that number and click OK, it automatically adds your Constitution modifier.
No, we know that, but he must have had his health wrong beforehand.
Weird.
Because he had
No,
28,
I mean
28 at level 3.
It's probably under 40 plus my con modifier.
Which is what you got.
Right. So my shit's 40 flat.
Oh, that's like max roll on every one. I don't think we.
Yeah, it means you rolled an 8 on every single one.
I don't think we rolled health previous to this, so I think we meant max health before, and he hit max this time, so it would make sense. So as long as you're 40 HP, Lex, makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm at 40.
Alrighty, so we'll go back to it. Like I said, D&D with THC, episode 8 of the Bacon campaign. Take it away, Bacon.
Welcome back, everybody. So it looks like we had quite the eventful session last time. The party was going to kill their rival, Sir Archibald Thornton Sparksworth III, a.k.a. the shiny man who disrespected them and blinded a party member. So they're on their way through an enchanted forest that seems to take people's memories away. Coincidentally enough to Lex's visions, this forest has been burned down, it looks like, within the past 100 years, although it's still eerily present. But on their way, they encountered a series of undead, a bunch of ghasts, and a few zombies, which they quickly dispatched. Meanwhile, a mysterious young child stepped out of the bushes, said a sentence, and was immediately shot in the fucking eye. She dropped to the ground. She looked oddly familiar, strangely enough, to a certain Richter who may have or may not have fired this crossbow bolt. And suddenly,
yeah, she looked like one of the prostitutes from some town I used to go to.
and suddenly, the party is approached by a looks to be an undead dispatching band of paladins. They come across this group of very, very powerful adventurers comes across the party after they had dispatched the undead, said, must be some of us, and invited them along. Meanwhile, they're discussing the issue that's with the valley, the fact that the thing is sealed off by some fucking Lich Queen, and everybody's on their way back to a paladin camp. So, where's everybody at health-wise?
I'm still at full health.
Well, we leveled up, right?
I'm pretty fucking lit.
Yeah, so are we going to take a long rest at the camp to make those levels count? Because the levels don't transfer over until we take a long rest.
No, they can just count now. Like, I'm not going to hold you guys to that.
Okay, well, when you level up, you max your health out. So,
thank you, Big Bacon.
That's cool. You guys just don't get your allotted spells back that you used before.
All right.
So, as you guys are marching back to the town, these dudes are pretty weird. Like they're all kind of fanatical. They call themselves the Sons of Alexander, and y'all can roll a religion check on that if you're so inclined.
The Sons of Alexander?
Yes.
Don't forget to play the other noise. Oh, look at that. 21-20. 21-20.
I'll take a shot in religion, but I'm not much of a choir boy.
We're from the Sons of Alexander, and me and Dab look at each other like...
Fuck, I know that shit.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. These guys are extremist like sort of extremist, militant, hyper militant arms of an already militant religion. They go after undead, they go after heathens, they go after sinners, but they're also contracted out by people to, let's say, deal with certain problems. But yeah, they seem to like you guys because you killed all those undead.
We also are contracted out by others to fuck shit up.
Do y'all think we should kill them and take their shit?
I think they'll probably kill us if we try, so probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys seem pretty extraordinarily well equipped, and they are all weary of you. You're not like instantaneously accepted among them and all that good shit.
Damn, what should we do for acceptance?
Well, it's funny enough that you should ask, because they're in kind of like a little convoy. It looks like they were going towards their camp anyways. And the lead guy, the point guy in the convoy, holds up his hand and everybody stops. Somebody runs back to the paladin that you're standing next to, whispers in his ear. He whispers back. They kind of have a little conversation. If you can hear your names come up a couple of times, and they turn back and look at you guys.
I'm going to, since I rolled a 20 on my religion check for the Sons of Alexander, I'm going to recall when I walked past one of their recruiting centers in a town that we were previously in, and I remember the music that they were playing from there. So I'm gonna start to play one of the songs that they play in the Sons of Alexander church, just to get on their good side. I'm just gonna start humming it and playing it, not really, making it obvious that I'm doing it for their acceptance.
Very cool. You can roll a performance check.
I keep forgetting to hit that shit. 17.
So they're all kind of subconsciously following around, like subtle stuff like that tends to work on crowds, especially when they don't realize you're doing it. So they're a little bit better disposed towards you, but they're still pretty weary. These guys are kind of hardened survivor unit type dudes from this fucking crazy militant church. And as he's looking at you, he goes, "Okay, you seem pretty healthy. Why don't we see what you can do in action?" He gestures for y'all to step forward.
I'm going to start taking my pants off since he asked.
Make an intimidation check.
Just like Randy, he's got to fight with his pants off.
Good Christ, man.
He just kind of squints a little bit and he goes, "That's not what I meant."
He wanted us to see how we could perform. He didn't specify how or what.
Rob will step forward.
There's actually like a general like disapproval of that kind of like a murmur of disapproval. It looks like the work that you were doing on the song, you kind of lost them by dropping trow in front of their commander. So he goes, "All right, up front, they're about 200 yards ahead of us. Our scouts have spotted, it looks like a white and a couple of zombies. For a group like yourself, it should be no problem, but we want to see what you can do firsthand to see if, you're worth helping, to be honest." So,
challenge accepted.
You up for the challenge?
Yep.
More hoops to jump through, mate.
Does a bird shit in the sky?
Depends on if it's on the ground or not.
Is a duck's ass watertight?
If it's healthy. So, he gestures, kind of shaking his head at you, for you to proceed to the front of the line. If you had everybody is at max health, so that's good. You can roll a religion check on a white, by the way, if you don't have one up already.
White, is that like a beast?
I guess like a White Walker.
As I said, roll it if it was like a beast type of creature, but other than that, I'd say no, I wouldn't.
It's religion. You can roll it if you have religion at all. So whites.
I got a 19.
I rolled an 18.
I know what a white is, but my character doesn't.
So with like a 19, you know that whites are pretty pretty awful creatures. Actually, they're not easy to deal with themselves. They get like long bows, long swords, and if they touch you, they can like suck your life essence out of you. And if you die to that, you come back as a zombie. And he can control zombies. So that's what a white is. Oh, also,
we got an expecto patronum that bitch.
Also, if you're dealing bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing from non-magical attacks, it has damage resistance unless those attacks are silver.
And I do believe I obtained a silver dagger last time around.
3 potions.
We all do. We all got that shit.
Yeah, you got a potion.
You got a potion that turns yourself into silver. But I have a dagger that's actual silver that I don't have to transform.
Oh yeah, we picked up a dagger from that girl.
Though.
Perhaps you should pass the silver dagger to someone who, will actually be standing in the front.
I'm going to ask one of the sons of Alexander if they have any silver swords or short swords. And I'll tell them I'll return it at the end of the fight.
Roll persuasion.
Let's go, Richter.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he was never actually going to give you his short sword, but now he's not angry at you that you asked. So, no, you are not an anointed paladin or Templar or vessel of St. Cuthbert. Therefore, you shall not touch his steel.
So they're not going to give me a silver sword.
No, they are not going to give you a silver sword.
And I'll just take this time to toss my dagger back to Richter, who would give it to me previously, and say, "Here, you may be able to use this, but just try not to break it."
I'm going to pull out the silver that I actually snatched from the town guard, and I'm going to say, "Don't worry, I have a backup," and toss them the dagger back.
God, I want to make you guys roll for tossing that dagger, but I'm not going to be that kind of a dick DM.
Let's do it. I feel dangerous.
All right.
That's not a good thing, man.
I'm not trying to catch the fucking thing. I'll let it hit the ground and pick it up.
Okay. All right.
I'll try to catch it. He'll let it hit him. What do I got to do?
So I want you to roll I'm going to call it, because he's not trying to hurt you, I'm going to call it a 12. Roll a dexterity check.
A dexterity check of 12?
Yep. That's how we're doing this.
Good God.
Bang on with the
unintentional PvP.
He just like snatches it out of the air stylishly, which helps with like the guy not being angry at him. But they're a little weirded out by now. Like you started off good, you were humming this stuff, and then you whipped your dick out for their commanding officer for like no reason. So that was a little troubling. But now he just saw you snatch this, so he doesn't know what the fuck to make of you. It's a little confusing, but he's just gonna let you pass on by.
I'm gonna look back at the guy that didn't give me the silver sword and say, "You watch me catch a dagger, now watch me catch a body." And I'm gonna start walking towards the white.
Bang.
Follow his lead.
Yeah, well, I'll follow his lead.
All right then. So as you're walking up, because this is like more or less in a more of a clearing kind of thing, you can be approaching this from any direction that you would like to be approaching this.
Oh, cool.
So,
does it work? No, I bet to throw it out. Which
So
way you think we should approach this from, Static?
I think we should approach it through.
I think we should approach from the northwest.
Should we surround them? Should we try to get on opposite sides before we even make contact?
I think we should make a really good formation from the northwest.
I'm not against the northwest, but I think we should, like you said, make a formation. Let them come to us.
Yeah, facts. Let them come to us and get fucked up in the process.
Okay. Sounds of it.
Where do you figure we have the most room? We either have it over here or
I'd say
around here.
Southwest probably.
Yeah, let's do southwest.
Is probably the most room to work.
Let's bring them to us.
And as we approach and they come into view, I'm going to use that silver stuff on my quarterstaff.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip some of my arrows in it. I'm only gonna use about a quarter of it.
Is anybody not using the silver stuff this time around?
I will not.
Anybody at all?
I will not use
I'm
the
gonna
silver
use it for
potion,
sure.
and I'll pass my dagger to Pino, and not throw it.
Pino's.
Can actually.
All right,
That's,
then I'll
that's
just.
not right.
can
I don't
cover
need
my-
it.
Can I cover my fists and my quarterstaff with this? Is there enough to apply to both?
You cannot cover your fist.
So I'll just keep my
I'll just do the
the
quarterstaff.
dagger. I'll just keep my dagger kind of readily available in my waist belt in a little sheath that I had for my old dagger.
Didn't you get a steel quarterstaff last time we played?
I might.
No,
have.
I went to go get one, and I got the potion instead. I went to go get a silver or metal
man.
quarterstaff. And he didn't. There was no one there, so I got the potion instead.
I'm assuming Rob Zombie's the white.
That is correct.
White
Does
zombie.
the silver do any extra damage to
The-
the regular zombies?
There's only enough
No.
room for one Rob in this game.
If I got to pick,
So-
I'm picking
Well,
Rob
that's
Zombie.
a good thing because the only one.
Let's fuck this dude
No,
up.
Rob Rockley's
So
it.
as you're like
Oh,
setting
God.
up, you can as you're setting up, you can actually hear the white like cackling to itself about how they're all wrong. They're all fools for casting him aside. They will all perish in his age of the zombie.
Confident doesn't he?
Do we get us any surprise attacks to set it off?
So, tell you what, if everybody rolls a stealth check, I'll give you guys a surprise round. But you, otherwise,
We'll just roll
and
initiative.
anybody who gets above a certain value will get some sort of bonus. So roll a stealth check.
I'm at disadvantage.
Damn, I'm not rolling too bad tonight, fellas.
Let's hopefully you get them where they count.
I did okay.
I did not bad.
Not rolling too
I'll take an
good.
18.
I rolled a 11. Damn, I forgot disadvantage.
I got a 15. Richter's got a 19. Rob got an 18.
I got
Pino
an
a
18.
5.
Okay, so anybody who got a 15 or greater gets advantage on their first attack roll because it's pretty like open territory. It's tough
We're
to
not
sneak
really
up, but you can
sneaking up,
definitely
yeah.
get like you can definitely get advantage on your first attack roll.
All right, so
I
I'll
can't
roll
let
it.
off an arrow from down here.
They definitely seen us coming. It's an open field.
Yeah, you're getting advantage, so like they're going to be able to try to react, but you're going to be able to
Yeah.
shoot at them with advantage, which is nice.
So then that means that
Zombies are
Rob,
slow. We'll probably go first, anyways.
Yeah, Rob, Dab, and Richter will get advantage on their first attacks. So we'll roll initiative.
Everybody rolling ish.
I believe I'm +3.
Inish, bish.
Sure.
Everyone
fucking
rolling
shit.
this. I love that. I love
Inish, bish.
Wow, bro.
I
This
didn't
is
mean-
not looking good for me today already.
didn't
I
know
roll
if
an
they were
18 and a 19 on religion, and I roll a fucking 1 for initiative.
Womp, womp.
Getting it out of your system.
That was my first roll over like 12, I
That
think.
never ever makes me feel better when people say shit like that.
What?
'Cause
Welcome to my life,
rolling a
fellas.
1 now does not stop me from rolling a 1 later.
That's true.
I think so. I think on the computer it does.
I disagree. I rolled 1s all through the last session.
Yeah, it depends on whether the odds are normalized or not. Like in League of Legends, it would matter, but in this, I don't think so.
Okay, so
I
Dab
had
got an
3 in the
8.
first hour in last week.
Gideon got a 2. Rob got a 19. Richter a 14. Pino a 6.
Dab,
What?
you need to roll initiative, not strength.
I did if you look further up, bud.
Oh, look at that.
What did
So many
what did
rolls.
you get, Dab?
8.
Okay.
Fucking 9 like a douche bagel. I'm spoke this shit.
Your roll didn't show up for some reason, Richter.
Yeah, it did. He
I
got a
should
14.
14.
Oh, I thought he said he got a
Sex-
9.
I can see.
Sex machine.
Oh, yeah.
He's the sex machine.
Rolled a
He
9
is the
plus a
sex
5.
machine.
9 plus 5.
Okay, so first up in this bitch is going to be Rob Rockley.
Come on, Rob. Fuck them up.
All right. You know what? Like I said, there's only enough room for one Rob in this game. So I'm gonna use my short bow to shoot at Mr. Rob Zombie
Where are you?
You didn't silver the short bow though, right?
with advantage.
Just your.
If you
No.
if you don't
you're right,
move,
I
if you
didn't.
don't move, you'll be able to silver it with your move action. You'll be able to dip it in the silver and shoot it. That's how I'm doing that.
Well, I already used it on my quarterstaff though.
Ah, okay, yeah. So SOL then.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just shoot at the closest guy to me. I didn't think about that. The silver thing. Yeah, I'll shoot at green guy with advantage. Because
Do it.
first attack.
Jesus.
13 hit.
Hits. The zombie.
That's
just-
That's the only good thing about zombies. Their fucking AC is low.
Thing damage. Yeah.
How much? 7.
For 7 piercing damage.
Very nice.
My action bonus. Uh, I'm gonna spread out. I mean Gideon out here a little bit. So we're kind of front line, and that'll end my turn.
Excellent. That was Rob with the 19. Next up is Pino.
Okay. I am going to.
Just play like you did last night for the first half of the session. You'll be all right.
Pino is a beast.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna put a 20-foot box right here. It's I'm gonna cast display entangle. So the two guys that get casted on have to make a strength save of 14 because I took 2 wisdom points for level 4. Let me make this box real quick. Trash shape. 5, 10.
Doing what my frog could never do. Both of them made the goddamn save.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
The nat 22. Nice. So on the opposite side of that's my action. So that 20-foot square is now, I'm concentrating for it, and it's rough terrain.
Noted.
So bonus action. Yeah, fuck it. Bonus action. I'm gonna use a cantrip as a bonus action. Magic stone. Just pick up 3 rocks and cast magic stone and hold on to them.
Nice.
And just gonna move just a little bit to end my turn.
Excellent. Next up is Red Zombie. So Red Zombie sees this new vegetation, and he doesn't really know what it is, but he doesn't like it. So he's just going to shamble along. To there.
Dumbass.
So that he can start to engage these people as Rob Zombie is in the middle going, "Go, my minions!" Y'all can roll a perception check, by the way, to notice a fun little detail.
Dad rolled 21.
Ooh. Wah, wah, wah.
Richter with a natural 20 and Pino with a natural.
Jesus Christ. The
What do we
20s
know?
and 1s in this game are
What do we know?
wild
I'm at
so
least
far.
keeping the trend going, mate.
So first, let me hand the let me handle Rob's nat 1. Rob, you're pretty sure that one of these zombies is one of your parents. You're not sure which one, but you're pretty sure that the yellow zombie is one of your parents. Everybody who didn't fuck that up royally,
I fucked
these-
it up pretty bad too, mate.
You just
Keep the yellow one alive.
Gideon, you're just fighting zombies. That's all you know is you're fighting zombies. But
Wait
you
a minute,
got-
man. You said keep the yellow one alive. Why? It's an undead already,
It-
mate.
And everybody else realizes that these guys were some back
My
alley
paw.
dregs. These guys are actually dead, zombified bad guys. The same gang as the Flashy Man.
Nice.
These are the compatriots of our enemy.
These could have been past kills as
I feel
well.
That's my paw.
I feel like this is how they get rid of their dead.
Next up is Richter.
You have advantage on your first attack too.
I think
Remember?
you got to put. Oh, like,
This
Fucking-
red dickhead just got in the way. Did he have half movement
still
in that
shoot him.
area?
no, he was outside
No,
of it.
he moved around it.
Either way, action to double dash, right, would have got him to the same spot.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a shot with my crossbow. It has +1 because of the action that you gave me. As long as I don't move, it has +1.
Aiming down the sights. I like it.
Okay.
Get advantage.
You have
too.
advantage too.
Oh yes, I get advantage. Thank God.
You hit with the
Asshole.
advantage. That
Let's
was
go.
good. So that's 5 damage through the white's damage resistance because you silvered your crossbow bolts.
That's +1 too, right?
For what?
No.
6. What's the +1 for on this crossbow?
To see
That's
if it
aiming.
hits.
Oh, to hit.
Yeah.
Ah,
I thought it was for everything.
Mm-mm. I don't think
No,
so.
this was sights that he put on his crossbow. It
Oh,
was cheaper than
okay,
a
got
plus, this was cheaper than a +1 enchantment. It was like 200 and something gold.
Okay. Oh, so if he doesn't move, he gets +1. Got you.
Is that the rest of your action, Lex?
Yeah.
So when you hit him with the crossbow bolt, Rob Zombie reacts, "Silver, what is this?" And he's gonna decide to take a move here. And he's gonna shoot back at Lex's character with his longbow. Lex, I assume a 20 hits you?
Jesus.
Nope. Miss. Complete miss. Flies right over my fucking head. I watch it.
Unfortunately, it hits a bird, which drops out of the sky and deals 5 damage to you.
Oh, good shit. Good shit. Love it.
So he's gonna cackle at you and proclaim that these are cowards' weapons. Fight me like the man you claim you are. And with that, it becomes. Hang on 1 second.
They do say bird shit's good luck, so
This zombie's turn. So he's going to, as he cackles, this like colorless zombie here. 1, 2. He's gonna double action move and get in a melee range with Richter. After that zombie is the blue zombie. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20,
What's the white square?
10, 15,
it's Pino's
Pino's Entangled.
entanglement.
20.
Ah, got you.
So they are staggering in as quickly as humanly zombily possible in order to get at you. Next up is Dab.
On these hoes.
So I'm gonna use my 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 right there, and I'm gonna direct what's the cone? 15 foot, so that would hit both those zombies.
Yup.
I'm gonna direct it at the blue and the other one there, and I'm gonna
Nice.
cast 3rd level Thunderwave.
Yikes! What do they have to do?
Should
Make a DC 15 con save, but I had advantage, so would you make that one a disadvantage, or that's up to you?
Thunderwave just makes you roll again, bro.
No, it's not a
I mean,
roll
not
to hit
Thunderwave.
though. It's not a roll to hit.
Disadvantage makes you roll again.
No, I know, but I'm saying because I didn't use a hit action, so I didn't need advantage. I'm asking if you would then make their DC con saves at disadvantage.
For this, like, this is not necessarily a repeatable thing, but for this one, I'm going to say why not. So this is going to be for the blue zombie. Disadvantage roll. He did not make it
failed
up
anyway.
Nice.
Neither one of them probably will.
Nope.
Nope.
So they both take
So
19
that's
thunder
it.
damage and are pushed back.
Damn.
10
All right,
feet.
so that's blue.
Move, bitch!
Nice.
Get out the way.
Good move, Dab.
Yeah, 7 and an 8 and a 4
Do I
on
get an
that.
opportunity
Nice.
of attack on them as he's pushed out of my range?
No, it doesn't work like that. I
They're
don't
not
think.
in your range anyway, so.
No, the blue one.
Well,
Oh,
one
no,
of
yeah,
them
okay.
is,
I keep thinking you're Pino.
Yeah, but it was a forceful thing. It's not that he made the decision. I don't think.
Yeah.
Not up to me. Not up to me.
Yeah, it's always
Actually,
up to
I'm
the
gonna-
DM. But
So tell you what, I'm going to use this, but if an enemy uses it against you, I'm going to use it against you too. Go ahead, Lex. Make your attack of opportunity against that colorless zombie there.
Okay.
19 damage doesn't kill him, eh?
Nope.
Damn.
It's pretty fucking close though.
19 hit.
Did you call him a colorless zombie? Perhaps you meant all lives matter.
Shut
All
the fuck
undead lives matter.
up.
8 damage to the colorless zombie.
8 damage to the colorless zombie that drops off the face of the planet, thus erasing this controversy from our channel forever.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement speed to return to my previous position.
I know I'm corny, but that was really funny.
And that'll end my
Zombie
turn.
down.
Excellent. Next up is the yellow zombie, or was it Rob's parent zombie? This is Rob's parent moving.
Rob's
into the kill
papa.
here.
Damn, bro, your backstory just became so relevant.
No, Daddy, no.
Is it Rob, or does he just think it's his?
You think it's either your grandfather or your grandmother? They both sort of have
Why
the
is
same.
your
hunch.
grandmother and grandfather hanging out with the red brand, mate?
Next up is
I
As
don't
I
know.
kill the colorless zombie, I want to look back at Rob Zombie and say, I know you are, but what am I?
Sticks and stones.
next up is Brown.
Does the brown zombie look like Chris Brown? Is he like standing out there dancing and shit?
It's hard to tell. It might be a dance. It might be just convulsions from like the central nervous system shutting down over long periods. It really, it could be a dance. I mean, like a mumble rap dance, but a dance. Next up is Gideon,
Oh shit! I forgot I get to attack. Oh,
and everybody's close to you now, so go for it. Have
Funny thing
at,
is
have at.
he's probably still dancing better than I can.
Facts.
I dance about as well as I breathe underwater without scuba equipment.
Yeah, I definitely got 2 left feet.
I'm a master of dance.
okay. I'm going to move here. I was here. That's 15.
I dare one of these motherfuckers in Twitch comments tell me I can't dance. Fuck out of here.
You want to fight the people in the Twitch comments too?
If they say I can't dance, they're gonna have to pull up.
I'm going to attack the blue zombie. I don't have advantage or anything, and I kind of feel less than confident about my rolling so far, so I'm just gonna attack flat. I'm not gonna use any abilities.
Yeah, go for it. Beat an 8, Al.
He said beat an 8. On second thought, I am gonna -5 to my attack.
Yeah, zombies are not known for their ability to evade blows.
Got you.
It's like whole video game franchises based on that.
Facts.
Before he was
Yeah,
going
they
to roll
got
a
a
nat
low
20,
AC.
now it's going to be a nat 1.
I guarantee.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I really do.
I'm so sorry for what this roll is. Oh, okay, you smack it.
You know what's crazy? 13
-5,
-5
it's just
is
an 8.
That's wild.
Hilarious.
You just
That's
hit.
it ain't wild. You a jinx, Dad. I'm
Hey,
watching
it didn't
you,
happen.
bro.
It didn't happen.
I swear, I
Goddamn.
keep telling you, you're supposed to be lucky, and you're not, mate.
This is true.
It's becoming detrimental at this point.
So you do this wicked cool thing just with the bonus damage alone. Like you manage to like
19.
trident through the center of the zombie's skull, and it's awesome. Its body drops, but the skull just sort of remains where it is. And at the end of your movement action, or as part of your move, you can just like knock the skull off pretty stylishly and give that little quip to your gnome buddy. Looking
Nah,
very
fuck it. Leave it
cool.
on there.
Yeah,
Pike
why
the
not,
heads of
mate?
your
Maybe a
enemies.
bit of intimidation factor, except for these guys aren't dead. So the blue guy's gone?
You guys gone.
And when that happens,
I'm
I'll look
gonna
at the
move, I'm gonna move 10 more of my movement. I actually have 40 movement because I took the mobile feat, and I'm gonna stay right there.
and I'll look at the rest of the group and say, if you don't back off, my friend here's going to put the rest of your heads. I'm sure he has enough prongs for all of them.
Indeed, mate. It's why I carry a trident.
You're actually gonna like give them an opportunity to back off.
I'm not giving them. I'm just going to tell them they better back up.
Oh, I'll give them an opportunity to back off. Why not?
We ain't going to stop chasing them.
Yeah, I'm
Roll-
not.
Roll persuasion. Because
Dab
zombies
or
are
me?
not what whites are. Dab.
Here
Are we not
go.
here to kill these things?
15.
I see you come with the cuthbert lies. He hisses it.
And I see
Next
that you are going to die soon. Just watch.
Next up is purple.
City Bird Gang.
Purple's gonna go here. All right, top of the round. We go to Rob Broccoli.
All right, I've got 40 feet of movement. Sorry, what?
Go for it.
Okay, so I've got 40 feet of movement, so it takes me 35 to get there from where I'm at. So I'm going to do that.
Oh, it is my monk friend.
And
Now we proceed to beat ass.
I'm going to quarterstaff Brown. Sorry.
Roll it.
And this is the silvered one.
Hits.
Best hits. And I'm two-handing this. For 11 bludgeoning damage.
With the silver item.
No.
Yep. Zombies don't have damage resistance at all. That's more for the white when you guys go to attack him.
Gotcha.
Okay. Still standing, obviously. I'm going to
fuck
use a
this
key
dude up?
point and do
Indeed, mate.
two unarmed strikes.
He should put up more fight than
First
small
one.
children, at least.
Let's go.
Hits.
For 4. And then second attack. Hits, I'm assuming.
Yup.
Rob Z Honda in it.
Damage in total. No, zombie is not looking too good.
Nice.
So yeah, for another 5. And because I used Flurry of Blows, I get a free disengage. I've got 5 more feet of movement. I'm just gonna step back 5 feet. Actually, yeah, they seem to be trying to barrel in on Richter. So I'm gonna step back 5 feet. And that will end my turn.
Very nice. Next up is Red Zombie. He's going to move to the back of Gideon, and he's going to attack him.
What a fuck boy.
Nice try, mate. See how it works out for you. I'm a pirate, mate. I have uncanny abilities for perception.
Oh my god, it's not letting me roll. Hang on 1 second. Does a 7 hit you?
It did not. It does not, mate.
Well, jolly good, as the pirates would say. Next up is...
Please don't pretend to be a part of my culture.
Next up is Pino.
Okay, I'm going to you look down at the rocks in my hand and feel a little inadequate, and I'm going to cast 2nd level Moonbeam.
I've seen it so long before the moonbeam comes out for Pino.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was doing the first time.
I had to let him gather a little because it's only this
Your
big.
entangle will drop though. Your entangle
Yeah,
will drop.
okay, yeah. The entangle,
Yeah.
they're both concentration. Yeah, so the entangle is going to drop. That's my action. Going to pull that up. It's obviously hitting those. It's a 10-foot diameter, 5-foot radius, and then bonus action. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna move a little bit this way.
So what do I have to do for this? I have to...
So, when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames. 2d10. Has to make a con save. Take half on a save.
Con save of what?
Too.
Con save of 14.
14. Ah,
Still take half damage though.
that's all 3 of those guys? Or just one of them?
This one, give me a sec.
Okay,
Mhm.
I see.
You haven't rolled the damage yet, though, have you, Don?
Nope.
So the purple guy is going to take the full brunt of this, but the other two made the save, it looked like.
So you just want me to roll once and then they all take the same?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck him up, Pino. Pulls.
An 8 and a 1.
Ah,
Oof.
9 damage.
Both ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
The 2
Well,
take 4,
Well,
1
I guess
take
it's
9.
a 10.
So let me just take a look.
Yeah, 9 out of potential 20. It will be better next time.
But yeah, that's next turn too. He can use that. It's not like it's a 1-use spell. As long as he doesn't get hit.
Yeah, Moonbeam's pretty fucking ignorant. Now, do you move that as a bonus action, Don?
Yeah, up to 60 feet in any direction.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a boss spell.
On
Moonbeam
on next turn. Next turn. I can't do
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
with
yeah.
it this turn.
But you can still
Next-
attack and then move this thing and attack again, essentially.
Oh yeah, now I can cast spells and everything while Moonbeam's up.
As long as it's not
I can-
concentration spell.
I can even wild shape and still have it up.
Is that not concentration?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, that's the end of my
Yeah,
turn.
Druids are pretty badass.
Next up is Richter.
And they get their subclass at level 2, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
Druids, that's fucking jank.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
They're tanky, they're healers.
my
Sorry, go
full
ahead, Rick.
movement speed here. Oh wait.
I kind of want to be I might play a spell sword character that's a warlock, I've been looking at it
So,
online.
real quick, as part for my bonus action, could I yell, "Nobody touch the moonbeam"?
I would say this: if by
DM?
now all of us walking with you have not understood that moonbeam is not somewhere to stand in, then you deserve what the fuck you get.
I think this is the first time he's used it in this campaign.
No,
Are
it's
you
not.
kidding?
What the
it's
fuck
not?
is
I'm
No,
pretty
moonbeam?
sure
I've
it's
seen
not.
No, it's
Are you
not.
talking
I've
about
used
that
it like
Are you talking about this person right here?
yeah. So that
That's his
circle. Can everybody see the green circle that's around it?
No.
I
No.
cannot.
No.
Okay, so Bacon, you're gonna have to go into the settings of that guy and show to all, so everybody can see that circle, so they've known where not to step.
I pressed a button on my mouse, so I backed out. This is a disaster, I tell you. Give me...
No worries. Let's see, it is.
All right. So basically, you see all right, where the yellow guy is, because I can't figure out how to do that. That's the
So-
middle corner of the...
You click on the
Where-
token, you click on the gear, you click on advance, and then the aura 1, you see, you click on C, aura 2, click on C, and save changes.
There we go.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it just popped up.
Does
There
15
you go.
or 16 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Both of them?
What are you shooting at?
I'm swinging my short sword, 2-weapon fighting, so I took 2 swings to both hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So I'll do that. And I'll do that. I do 15 damage to orange.
Orange, also known as brown, gets like trisected as you just like do that crazy like double swing from folded arms. And
Does
just
the
do
first
a
swing kill
sushi
him?
roll. Yeah, it would. You could, can you 5-foot step and do another one?
Yeah, I want to take a 5-foot step and have the second one hit red. So I'll deal
None.
5 to red. So 10 to to brown and 5 to red.
You're looking very active today, there, Richter.
Brown goes straight down. You turn him into a fucking sushi roll. Red is still up though. Next up,
All right,
it
I'll
looks
end
like.
my turn.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I'll end my turn.
Next up is Rob Zombie, who is going to charge straight at Gideon. Bam. Haha, fools! Now I have your soul! And he's going to first try to he's going to try with advantage because you're getting slammed by a zombie right now to just sort of gently caress your face.
No.
What the fuck?
Sorry, guys, that's my dog. Stop.
I thought it was a cat.
Good boy. Thank you.
I just thought you got a little excited.
The dog's like, yo, don't use that tone with me on stream, yo. Stop showing off for your friends.
So did the 12 work?
It does not hit me. No, 12 does not.
Yeah, you managed to just like pull your face away. You're like, what the fuck?
No, I'm gonna smack his hand away. Smack it away like, how dare you, mate?
Well, as you smack his hand away, he's coming around with his longsword and gonna try to take a swing at you.
Yeah, cut your
Gotcha.
fucking hand off.
Nah, fuck that.
No, he definitely.
Does 10
That won't even nick my pinky, mate.
my bosses have terrible dice syndrome. They're all about to get like plus 12 to fucking hit. I don't give a shit. All right, next. So next up after that is 13. It's gonna be Blue, who is dead and not scratched off. Next up after that is going to be Dab.
Okay, I'll cast. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, I can easily cast that. I'm gonna cast Shatter right here. So that way it's only gonna affect. What can I? There it goes. It's only gonna affect people in a 10-foot range from there. So it'll hit Rob Zombie, Green Zombie, and the yellow one.
I'll be right back.
Hello.
Got that, Bacon?
Basically, it's the same as that. Right? No, that's only 5 foot. My bad.
Very dope.
So I'm casting Shatter right there, 3rd level Shatter or 2nd level Shatter. Everybody. So Rob Zombie, Green Zombie, and Yellow Zombie have to make a DC 15 con save.
Or take
Rob
19
Zombie.
damage.
Another 4, 8, and 7. Nice rolls.
Zombie does not make it.
So he'll take
Next.
19 damage. 19 thunder
Damn.
damage.
Nice.
23 hits it.
So he'll take 10 or no wait.
9
10? No, it's 9 thunder damage.
on a nat 20.
16. Does that?
Yeah, no, it's a 15, so he'll take the full 19.
No, it's I
No,
got a
16.
16.
No, he rolled a 16.
Oh, a 16? Yeah, 16 just makes it, so he'll
Yeah.
take 9 as well.
Okay, so looks like Rob Zombie's taking the full 19 to the fucking face.
You want to take the full. Little zombies are easy.
And it was Green Zombie. Takes 9. Green Zombie dies anyways. And then it was Yellow Zombie too, right?
Yep.
Yellow Zombie's looking hurt.
That's my grandfather.
And also, any non-magical objects in the vicinity take damage, but I don't think there is any, so...
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to that at the moment. Right.
Papa.
Some rocks breaking shit. That sounds so tedious to go over everyone's inventory. Next
No,
up,
if they're carrying it or wearing it, it doesn't make a difference. It's just if there was like something on the ground or something. And then with
put
my
the rock
movement, I'm just gonna move further away, just kind of in the back corner here, and that'll end my turn.
Very nice. Next up after that is Yellow Zombie. He's going to move 5, 10, 15.
He's coming right
20.
fucking for me, isn't he? No, maybe not.
He's going for Richter.
Back in action.
Richter does a 15.
Just makes it.
Good man, you take 4 damage.
Alright. I'm at 36.
Next up is Pink Zombie.
Do they all not have to make those saves again for the moonbeam?
No, same round, right? So technically,
Yeah.
they've taken damage and moving out all at the same time.
Yep.
Cool.
He has to expend double movement to get there. Next up is
Someone move here, they
Gideon.
get advantage on this guy. If they move here, or
Got
here.
you. Okay, here's an interesting pile of undead filth surrounding me.
Undead Phil.
I am going to turn around because I don't like to address flunkies. I'm going to turn around to their boss. I'm going to look him directly in his undead eyes. I'm like, you're getting all of your soldiers killed, mate.
Throw a net at that bitch ass motherfucker.
I hesitate to do it so much with this version of Gideon because he only has one attack. And it's, most of the time, it's better to get the damage. But you know what? I'm gonna do it because you said it. It sounds like a good idea. Let's shoot for it. Take this net to your face, mate.
Flee ahead so you're not being flanked.
Yeah, that's a good point. But someone could flank Rob Zombie if they get up in that corner.
That is a miss.
Oh, so bad. I tried to hit it with my net. Unfortunately, my braggadocio does not match my actions.
Action surge.
Do I? I don't think I have it back. He said we didn't take a rest.
Oh yeah, that's
Not
right.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we didn't take a rest, and I used the last fight. It was a good suggestion, though. Next turn.
Next up is Purple Zombie, who's going to expend his double movement, and they're just going to try to have a little undead dance party, a little undead mosh pit around Gideon here.
I'm not with that. They're gangbanging him.
No, indeed they are not, May. I don't appreciate the suggestion either.
Next up is Rob
Zombie or broccoli?
Broccoli.
I'm kind of afraid of my undead grandpa there, but I see an advantage to moving down here and at least taking out this pink one, who I have no love or connection to whatsoever. So I'm gonna
You're gonna attack your grandfather's friends?
They're not my friends, but yeah, they're attacking my friends. His friends are attacking my friends. Grandpa, stop! Tell your friends to stop. And I'm gonna attack pink with advantage.
I can't even eat my pizza, bro. I'm like, yo, Bacon, why'd you do that, bro?
So does a 16 hit? Oh shit! Sorry, I should have done that. I got to do that on my attack. Whatever. I can re-roll as my attack or do that.
You hit.
I'm gonna.
Okay, so it's a D8 plus 3.
It's so
I'm gonna
fucked up.
scream to Rob to flank his grandfather with me at the end of his turn.
You just said it was about the team, right? So Granddad gotta go.
Damn.
If I can get there. I actually no, because I have no more key points. I spent my last key point last round.
Oh, damn.
So I don't get the free disengage. But 8 bludgeoning damage with 2 pink.
Pink is still
and
up.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna do 1 unarmed attack because I can do 1 armed attack as a bonus action. There we go. And that also has advantage.
Yeah, you hit.
For 4.
You're definitely doing some damage to pink, but it's still up.
And you know what? I can still move here without taking an attack of opportunity. Or no, because I'm giving up
You
Rick
flurry
the
of blows that
advantage.
time, right?
But no, I just used a bonus action to attack. I have no more key points for flurry of blows. Or would I? Would I get 1 more? Because I get 1 at level 4.
Yeah, you would get the
I
extra
had
one.
1
with your
left
level
over
up.
last game. Do I get the extra 1?
Yeah, you'll get the extra one. Go for it.
I'll spend it right now and then do flurry of blows. Another unarmed strike. 22 to hit. Here's my cursor. Sorry, I'm working with 2 screens here and I can't find my cursor. It got lost somewhere in the saw. Oh, what did I just do? Oh shit! What the fuck did I just do?
Not equipped to
Just
answer
closed
that.
all my pages. 1 sec. Hold on, I gotta bring my page back up here. Sorry, guys. That page. There we go. Go. For 4 more.
Back to back.
Still up. Still up, but he's looking hard. He's looking hurt now.
And I'm just gonna move here because I'm not moving out of attack of range. No, you know what? I will. No, I'm gonna go there. Like, Grandpa, you stop this, please. These are my friends.
You really sound like you're talking to your grandpa. He's softened his voice because he's old. He doesn't want to startle him.
For the record, there are 2 of you that got a nat 20 on that roll, so like you could easily verify that this is not, in fact, his grandfather. It's like the wrong, like.
Hey, we don't know who his grandfather is.
8 feet tall.
Yeah, I don't know this man like that. He says his grandfather. That's his fucking grandfather.
Fair enough.
Yeah, DM, don't try to make us complicit to this bullshit you got going on, bro.
So next up, I got to get back at you guys somehow. Next up is Red Zombie. Well, I mean, like, Gideon seems like he's pretty handled right now, so Red Zombie is gonna take an attack at Lex with advantage. Does a 15 hit you, Lex?
Yeah, 15 hits.
Lex, you take 2 damage as this zombie just sort of like, it didn't so much attack you, it like tripped into you and gave you some mild discomfort.
Nice.
Next up, Lex, this zombie just stumbled into you. What are you gonna do, bud?
I'm gonna scream to Gideon. I'm gonna
Hey,
say, grab your.
Oh, wait, I'm
say-
sorry, Pino. Pino is next. My apologies.
Oh,
I'm
man.
losing my fucking mind.
So you're about to lose it again. Let me throw Moonbeam back up there for you. I'm going to move it in this path. 5, 10, 15, 20. So how do you want to do this? Because they're all going to touch this. Like, this is a burning path of moonlight, right? So it's going to go from there. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
That shit is so ridiculous.
You're all gonna get hit by it once. That's how we're playing that.
Cool. So you want to do all their saves and I'll just roll 1 damage for all of it? Or
Yep,
what do you, how do you want to do that?
for,
We have to roll too, don't we?
I'll get +3 to each of those.
No,
No, he moved
no,
around.
I've
everybody.
Yeah,
The
he
only-
everybody. He just like carved fucking orbital lasered like a surgeon around Gideon.
You can control exactly what?
you
So
can
the
move
DC
it in any direction up to 60 feet.
Yo, this spell is a fucking hack.
DC's 14.
Okay, so the red zombie is gonna tank that, and let me see what Rob zombie rolls. And it's a con save. Rob zombie will tank that. So what you got?
How's he? Was because they're modifiers, they're gonna tank it.
Jesus, man.
Garbage.
Modifiers. I just roll the dice and add the modifier and tell you
Gotcha.
what the roll
Gotcha.
is.
Fucking garbage.
So yeah, 5 or 2 damage.
5 or 2 damage. That's hilarious.
That's terrible.
So let me take a look. Rob zombie is gonna take
That's to
5.
each though.
Yeah, but out of 20.
Red zombie is gonna take 5. Yellow
That's
zombie
sad.
is gonna take 5. Yellow zombie. Yellow zombie's gonna take 2, and purple zombie's gonna take 2.
Okay, so for my action, I'm going to just use Firebolt on Red Zombie there, straight in front of me.
Got sir.
On that one.
Rough.
No,
Yikes.
I'm rolling fantastic tonight.
So
Bro, shut up. You just hit the moonbeam on the whole fucking team.
I still though, there's a 1 there and that one after it, a 1 on the last time I did Moonbeam.
that was pretty. That was a brutal moonbeam like whiff there. That was painful. Yeah, you miss. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna back up towards Dab with not feeling so happy about myself.
Next up is Richter.
I'm gonna scream out to Gideon to stick his trident into the ground, hoping it'll give him advantage on the Constitution throw, because I'm gonna use level 2 Thunder Wave and hit everybody.
Man, don't do that shit to me.
Oh shit!
So do I get to do that? Do I get to put my trident into the ground to save myself? What the fuck?
You can try, but it's not going to have any effect. So
Why does it keep doing that?
I need a DC 13.
Because it's an
Roll
automatic
for the
hit.
3
Lex.
zombies.
Oh.
Okay, so the first one's what's happening, so it's 8 damage in total.
Yeah.
This is
Now I got to do a
zombie.
con save, right?
Yeah.
Of 13.
The red guy takes the full brunt, and purple and yellow are gonna take half. Let's roll for Rob. He will also only take half. So red guy is he gets blasted away. Blah. And then
I
he
rolled a
bounces.
15 for the con save. So how much damage do I take?
4.
4.
We will have a reckoning for that moment there, Richter. I understand sacrifices must be made, but with more warning than that.
As a bonus action, I'll use Bardic Inspiration and give it to Gideon.
This guy's so fucking confusing.
So next up, that's dope though. That's hilarious. Next up is going to be Rob Zombie.
You gonna pick him a little tune? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry about the lightning. He is going to go for Gideon again. This is going to be his Drain Touch. There's a modifier, so I'll tell you what the roll is. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not. Yet again, I smack away his palm when he tries to touch my face. What is up with you, man? Why do you keep trying to caress me?
This time he seems to be ready for it as you slap his palm away and he brings his long sword straight around, flourishing the blade in a fancy spinny motion, catching you with a critical hit. So give me 1 second.
Ooh. We're an hour in and there's been like lots of 1s and 20s.
You take 21.
Oh, yeah.
How much?
21.
Wow.
Ooh. Rough.
Mate. No,
Yeah, he-
still means no, mate.
Yeah. He is going. That is going to end the White's turn. Next up,
I'm not doing well. Let me just say
Dab.
that. My fake eye patch fell off.
I'll I'm gonna just step out from behind Pino and I'll cast Magic Missile.
My eye patch, I don't want to lose it, mate. That's all money.
I'll cast Magic Missile first level at purple, yellow, and pink.
It's a D4 plus 1 to each of them.
Yeah. So there's the first one. We'll say that one's purple. It's going to take 4 damage.
If I
Yellow's
die, I
gonna-
hope all die as well.
Yellow will take 5 damage.
Nice.
And pink will take 5 damage.
Nice. Somebody can roll. Yeah, every spell you've cast so far.
How do you react, Rob, when your grandfather crumbles to the ground right in front of you after Dad shoots him through the heart like fucking Frieza killing Piccolo?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Can I make a check to
there
see
we
if
go.
I still think it's my grandpa as he dies?
He's yeah. I mean, no one corrected you. No one you have no reason to not believe that that is your grandpa.
Look at Dab.
Most familiar-sidal fucking
Tears.
Dungeons and Dragons game ever.
Just a single tear runs down my cheek. And I don't say anything.
I'll look back at Rob and say, "Don't worry, my friend. I know for a fact that was not your grandfather. Your judgment has been clouded."
But chat, can I get a rest in peace in the comments for Rob Broccoli's grandfather, please? Dab it.
Fuck Rob Broccoli's grandfather.
And then for my movement, I'll move back behind Pino, and that'll.
Died of a disease. It was probably your chlamydia. You probably killed my whole village with your fucking chlamydia.
Oh, cool. Maybe we could bury my daughter there.
Damn, Rob, your family is cursed. The one campaign you got killed, and this one your grandfather kicked the bucket.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's the backstory.
So like
Yeah.
I said, that'll end my turn. I'm back behind Pino.
Okay, cool. This is a weird game, man. Looks like Gideon. Actually.
Definitely.
Oh, shit.
So
Well, here's the problem, gents. I'm severely injured. Not doing well at all. So for my bonus action, I'll use the potion that we received, right?
Yep.
How much is it?
D8 plus 2.
So we've got that jug, right? Yeah, Gideon, you're only holding a few healing potions. Apparently.
7
I need
health.
7, so that puts me up to 12.
Is that in the Google? Did you add that to the Google Doc, Don?
Different campaign.
No, I know, but did you add another one to the Google Doc? You can put 2 documents in there.
I haven't. No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you
we
save it,
whipping on Rob Zombie.
if you send it to me on
Okay,
Facebook,
so
I'll do
I
it
am
right now.
going to.
Let's get this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack Rob Zombie, but I'm gonna. But no, I don't want to move out of his threatened range.
Don't forget you got an inspiration die.
I know. Thank you. And I'm gonna attack him right now, though. And yeah, I'm just gonna attack him with my halberd. I'm gonna use Great Weapon Mastery, so it's gonna be -5 to the attack roll.
Do it. You
19.
hit fucking barely.
17 damage.
17 damage. Rob Zombie.
No, it was.
Oh,
10
20
plus
damage.
10.
I'm sorry.
So it
20.
should be 20 damage. Yeah.
even
20.
more dead than he was at 17 damage, because he's like, he looks like he's about to that he's about to say something, try to reach out and like grab your face again, and you just are having none of it, and like whip your spear back Jackie Chan style and manage to close up trident him right in the fucking face. How do you... His last words were,
I've heard it all before, man. I've heard it all before, man.
ground dead.
Purple's got to
So-
be pissing himself now.
I just lean over his corpse and I say, punks jump up to get beat down, man.
Does a 10 hit you, Gideon?
No, it does not.
I'm just gonna give you guys that this zombie is fucking dead. We're just gonna move on with our lives because it had 2 hit points left
And an AC of 8.
and an AC of 8. So yeah, you guys managed to take down the little horde of whites there. The zombie doesn't have anything on him, but who wants to search who's searching?
Well, I'm searching.
I'm gonna search my grandpa.
Like
As these guys are searching, I'm going to suggest why don't we take a bit of a rest here while we make a fire, maybe sit down for a little minute while we search these bodies.
And I'm going to
As
suggest
you
to
guys-
Pino that he should maybe pull down that meep so nobody accidentally walks into it. I know it's already off screen, but it wasn't said.
Oh yeah, no, that's only a minute, so it'll be gone as soon as you guys start basically looking through shit. Either way,
just throw willy nilly and just
the movie was just gonna go this way.
Can we
dropped.
I'm gonna cut off Rob Zombie's head. I'm gonna suggest that we go bring this back to the Sons of Alexander and then take a rest by them, maybe alongside their caravan.
Well, they as you're saying that, you actually see the commanding officer of this caravan come over like a little hill onto the map, and he just goes, well done. The loot is yours. You've earned it, and come back to the caravan. We'll make camp by nightfall.
Yes.
Fucking nice. Zen,
I'll,
what do we find in
help.
the area?
Can I ask
Lex,
him what's up
Gideon
with that
back.
silver sword?
He pulls it out, and you can see it's got like acid etching on it. It's inlaid. It's just this absolutely gorgeous masterwork magical sword. And he goes, "This is the instrument of my god. I bring divine justice to the undead, the heathens, the freaks, and all of those that would violate our way of life." And he sheathes the sword again.
I want to bring divine justice too.
Lex, what's your alignment on your character sheet?
I'm chaotic good.
Like fuck you are.
Evil.
Roll a deception check.
Chaotic neutral. Like
At the best.
Yeah,
When
you
you're best state, you're chaotic.
Yeah, you made that giant feel better, which you didn't have to do. So you get to be chaotic neutral, but there's no fucking way you're a chaotic good. So this guy just kind of takes an appraising look at you. Anybody who's dealt with paladins before knows that he just checked Lex's alignment, and he just goes, "I'm sure you do. Come back to the camp. We'll talk about your passage through the mountain." And yeah, he walks back towards the caravan. Lex, you found 700 gold in the pockets of that white, and a key that's actually very.
Yo, he's got to split that gold. He's got to
So,
split
yeah,
that gold right now.
I'm assuming 700. I'm assuming 700 gold is going to be noticed by pretty much everybody.
Yeah, so you're,
What can
Yeah,
I
you're
roll
splitting-
to make sure it's not noticed by anyone?
You can roll a sleight of hand check, and everybody else can roll perception.
So imagine 700 gold pieces. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Unless he's picking up a bag.
I rolled in that one.
Yeah, he rolled a 1.
do I even have to roll?
It's 700 gold.
I'm gonna smack him for trying to steal.
So here's what happens when Lex is not one sleight of hand. Lex goes to like pocket this thing, and he's pretty slick about it, but he misses his pocket. So like the gold drops, and all the gold just spills out of the bag like at his feet in front of all of you guys, just glittering in the fucking like cloudy light.
So with that nat 20, can I pick up a fifth of the gold? Really quick?
Perception. I'm gonna leave it to you guys to figure out how the fuck you're gonna do this, because
I'm just gonna pick up 200 and run away.
No, that's not a go.
definitely as you guys are running over.
In fact, he rolled a 1. If anything, everybody else should pick it up faster than him. Shit.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of going to say.
Ripped
Too.
us
I
on our
mean,
last transaction.
he's already ripped all of us off, and he rolled a nat 1 on his attempt at stealing gold.
Because you rolled that one at your attempt to stealing gold, you only managed to grab like 46 of this and run off. You think you get you like they're all coming at you at this point, because this is like the second or third time that you've tried to do this. So you grab like 46 of the gold and you run off. That was a nat 1, and that is the consequence.
And I'll run up and grab my share. I'll say to the rest of the group, don't worry, I'm not going to steal any this time. I'll just take my share and my share only.
Why don't we just split up the rest of this evenly?
Yeah, that's what I like the sound. I like the sound of that better. Because I swear I had my hand on my dagger. I was ready to stab y'all motherfuckers behind this gold this time. I'm not playing with y'all.
And I'm going to
I'm
try
not
to
playing
rob,
about that motherfucking
I'm
gold.
gonna try to rob
I'm
one
not
gold piece out of Gideon's back pocket.
Y'all can roll a perception check right now.
I'm gonna roll a perception right now. I'm gonna tell you, Dab. I'm gonna do you bad if I catch you, baby.
17.
I got a 10.
So
I
as
got
you
a
guys,
12.
like Rob, as you guys are bickering about this money, audibly and loudly, and Lex just stole a little bit. You noticed that the paladin had like caught it out of the corner of his eyes and muttered "disgusting" to himself. As
Guys,
he's
we're
walking,
making
away.
fools of ourselves here. And I kind of like.
I look at Rob. I look
Gesture
back
over.
at the captain. I look back at Rob, and I'm like, "Fuck that guy, man! Give me my gold."
So we're going to pick up the gold and then
Just,
we'll
I
roll
mean,
through the camp.
Absolutely, you're entitled to your gold. Just hearing about it all here is.
As
Yeah,
you're rolling,
not making a good impression.
you guys are
Rob,
noticeably.
you're a drunk, mate. Shut up.
So as you guys are rolling back to camp, you guys are noticeably more outsidery. The only one that talks to you is this guy Bertrand. He's this lower level, little higher level than you guys, Eric, but he's just constantly talking about how he loved that you killed the undead, and he wants to be of service to his god, and soon he'll be given his mission. He just won't shut the fuck up like the entire time through, and everybody else seems to have like shunted him towards the outsiders as well.
Okay, can I since he's a talker, right? You can take advantage of people like that and get them to tell you things that they wouldn't normally do because they just keep talking and talking and talking, you know?
So I want to try to deceive him into giving us information about their group.
You don't really have to, because this guy doesn't really have any specific information. He's like
He knows
a
why
cadet.
that they're shunning us. He knows why. I bet you he knows why they're shunning us.
He's not really aware. He's kind of oblivious that he himself is being shunned as well.
Ah, I got you.
So he's just really all about this group.
He's a do boy.
Super eager to kill the undead and kill heretics and kill thieves and really, like, once they get the undead and all this shit, they're just gonna they're sort of looking to see power. And by the reports of it, their commander, that's not this commander, but the commander back at camp, is one of the more powerful adventurers on the planet at this point. Done all sorts of crazy shit, killed this essentially the equivalent of he just won't shut the fuck up about this guy. So as you as you're he's just talking your fucking ear off, y'all roll up to a paladin camp.
Sweet.
Essentially, it's built very hastily out of wood in the forest. It's quite large. There's like barracks, there's guards. It looks like a good deal of. It looks like actually a very good deal of the Sons of Alexander are present here. It's well manned, and there's at least 100, 200 strong in this camp.
I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna look over at Richter and I would say, "Don't let no arrows fly here, man. We're gonna die if you do. Just watch your P's
Mate,
and
I
Q's."
don't want to go in here, mate. I don't want to. It seems very enclosed and official. I never do good in places like that.
Are you suggesting maybe we try to camp out front?
Can I make an insight check on the guys leading us in to see if they have ill intentions toward us?
Go right ahead.
17.
It does not look like they have evil intentions towards you, but they certainly don't really like you all that much.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm definitely leery about going into the town with them too.
And I'll suggest to
What's
the rest
in
of the
it?
group that maybe if we do make camp, let's make sure we're real close to the exit.
Mate,
sorry,
I
what
say
did
we
you
go
say
in
about-
and we talk with them, and then we thank them for their hospitality and move on.
Yeah, I say we make this a quick visit. We don't necessarily rest here. We can always rest out somewhere.
If they meant us no harm, then they will not have a problem with us camping elsewhere.
Agreed.
And since they forced us into this fight, they should at least provision us.
So as you guys are walking in, kind of discussing this quietly, you notice you notice that there is quite a commotion coming from the center of the camp. Some cheering, some huzzaing. It sounds like there's some sort of fight going on right now. Everybody's kind of hustling up, and you actually hear that he's fighting. He's showing us how.
And I'll look at the guy that talks a lot and say, "Who's fighting? What are they fighting? What's going on here?"
Xander, him. He's showing us. He's giving us a demonstration.
I'm assuming this is your all-powerful leader that you speak so highly of.
Yes. This should be good. We've taken quite a bit of prisoners from these woods. And he runs over to to now there's this like big fucking circle formed in the center of this camp. As you walk in here, you can tell that this is actually quite consecrated ground. It looks like it's really strongly enchanted to be able to repel and contain the undead. So you so what are you guys doing? Are you making your way over to take a look at the fight that's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Check it out.
I'll ask
Definitely
Gideon-
interested to see who these prisoners he speaks of are.
I'll ask
Yeah.
Gideon if he.
I'm interested in who
cares
he's
to place-
demonstrating on. I'm interested in.
I'll ask Gideon if he cares to place a bet. I'm betting on the big guy.
Sure, mate. I'll take the smaller fellow.
You're gonna take the underdog. I'll take the big guy. Their boss.
Yeah.
Scoff under my breath.
What?
5
As
gold
you
sounds
guys
about
are-
right.
Betting
Hell
on a
no,
demonstration.
One gold. We both know the big guy is not.
Okay.
Is
One
definitely
gold.
fake.
1 gold. I accept.
So as you guys are walking over, you see it looks like a couple gasps. Well, it looks like half a gas essentially fly over the crowd as you hear a blade sing and
Excuse me.
gas, ooh and ah. And then there's a really bunch of brutal sounds, and it's just it gets a little crazy, and you hear a bunch of thumping as you make your way and start being able to see, especially Dab, into this ring. You see several other really high-level dead drop pretty easily. In the center of the ring, it looks like there are two people left. There is a vampire. He is outfitted with looks to be his own magical sword and a shield. He is hissing wildly at this man standing in golden inlaid, beautifully designed armor without a scratch on it. Sword, one of the finest examples of these St. Cuthbert swords you've ever seen. Just a gleaming paragon of excellence, just smiling and walking forward at this vampire. And he goes, now you see, once it's cornered, it'll want to attack, and it starts to try to break its way out. It looks to be a magical barrier stopping the undead from exiting this circle that he's created. Now, once it's cornered, it'll lash out to try to attack. Simply parry it. As he's narrating this thing is going at him like crazy. Once you parry it, you can counter repost as such. You might want, and he's giving instructions about flanking, about these approaches. And finally, he hits the vampire hard enough so it goes into a mist. Now, everyone knows that vampires go into a mist form once they are dead. He pulls out a bag of holding, and it looks like he pulls out what looks to be a bottle of air, and he blows the vampire mist into the bag of holding and closes it. And he goes, "If you're not going to follow it back to its to where it sleeps to slay the others, this is the easiest way of disposing of one of them. Once it's gone, its equipment will deposit itself in the bag and you can submit it for donation to St. Cuthbert." Everybody's hooting and hollering and cheering and cheering and cheering and cheering and cheering.
Can I use an insight check just to see his demeanor? Like, I know he's calm and he's teaching, but I want to see how much pleasure did he take from that? Like, is this something he's gassed about? Like, or is he just strictly professional?
Go for it, because he is very calm right now.
But I know often, Mike, that is a facade.
I'm definitely interested in that bag that he's got, that bag of holding that he's putting the vampires in, or the vampire in. For later.
While this is all taking place, I'll run up and tug on Gideon's pant leg and go, "I believe you owe me $1, sir."
Yeah, and I pass it down to him.
Gideon feels joy at this. His face is gleaming. He is calm because he has found his purpose.
Gosh, that's exactly what I want to know, because I want to know, is he more gassed from the crowd or from the action, or does he feel justified and righteous, like he really is religious, like he believes in all this shit? It ain't just talk.
He is a paragon. The god St. Cuthbert has decided to give him special powers. Anyone with any religion skill knows this. Paragon paladins get special powers directly from their god. This man is as legit a fanatic as they come.
Gotcha.
And so amidst all the cheering, it looks like the commander of the escort that you guys were with walks up to Alexander, whispers to him, and he looks over in your direction and starts approaching the party.
I gotta kind of nut Dab and say, if we get through this meeting, I think we might be fine in this town. This little outpost. But if not, I think we're gonna find out right now.
He walks up to you. It's hard not to like this guy. He has a very gentle demeanor when he's talking with you. And he's just, for lack of a better term, and not to get too bullshit meta, he's very charismatic. And he just goes, "So, my sergeant tells me that you wish to make passage through the mountains. Is that correct?"
Indeed, we proved ourselves to your guards. We eliminated the white, quite hastily, I must add.
I look over at the head that Richter has.
And
he did cut the head off, right?
Yeah, he did. He brought it with him. and we would also like to safe passage to the other side to continue our quest and possibly maybe get a night's sleep here with safety.
For the slaying of the white, you may have the night's sleep. However, we do not work for free. Besides, what we would ask of you is actually both of our mutual interests. Do you know why the path isn't safe?
I believe the guards had told us, and I'll look back at Pino and say, do you remember?
There's something about undead and something nasty, maybe perhaps a lich, I think, was thrown around.
Indeed. First, let me introduce myself. I am Alexander the Executioner. I have made it, well, it has been made my life's work by the great Saint Cuthbert to purge the land of all that would stop people from living just and righteous lives. Now, the reason that you cannot proceed forward into your next town is because there is a Lich Queen there. She is also the reason this valley is burned. She is also the reason that the mist exists that kills people's memories. And she is the reason that these undead are here in the first place. She blocks the only passage and has sealed the rest with her magic, which is quite powerful. Which is why I am here. Now, he holds up his finger. He whispers something to his guard. You can roll a perception check, everybody. You can roll a perception check if you want to.
Oh, yes.
I'm lit.
You might as well be talking to me.
So we got 14, 9, 19, 9, 20.
Me and Pino are talking to each other.
He's asking questions about your behavior after the fight. He's asking questions about. He asked a quick question, and then he asked. He said the name of the guy that was like outcast with you. He goes, him too, correct? Yes, excellent. So I believe we have work that is quite suitable for you and one of our newer compatriots. To the northwest of here, if you follow, and he gives you some random path that I don't feel like bullshitting to you, you will come to a town. That town, we believe there is a piece of a phylactery. Go to the town, burn it to the ground, destroy the phylactery. For your services, once the Lich is dead, you shall receive passage.
Oh, shit.
So, you want us to take care of this Lich Queen that you came here to take care of for some passage?
You will not be trifling with the Lich Queen. You will simply be distracting her so her full force is not on us as we approach. You wish to come
quite a high toll to pay, mate, merely to pass through. Surely there had to be more compensation than that.
He like looks up for a second. This is, you're not offending him. He is a mercenary too. That is part of his religion, and he thinks about it. You can roll a persuasion check, Gideon.
Okay.
Did you get advantage from me trying to pipe in and help him on that?
I still got inspiration, so if I need to, I'm gonna use that.
Cool.
Never mind. Fuck out.
Oh,
Indeed, mate. You understand our position quite well.
He thinks for a second. He like walks a couple of feet over to what looks to be like the main tent. There's a chest in one of them. He takes out a key that's chained to his person. He opens the chest. He takes out a bag, and on a table he pours out 1,000 gold.
Now that's more like it. I slap Gideon on the back.
And I said,
Going to be all men of money here?
that is more amenable, mate. Also, we'd like to know, how did you come into possession of a bag of holding? It's quite a rare item.
I took it off a vampire that I killed years ago.
Ah.
And I'll pipe
Would
up and
you
all
be-
that. Oh, go ahead, Gideon.
I know I must speak with my compatriots, but would you consider instead trading us the bag?
No, it has sentimental value.
Indeed. Was
I'll
worth
put-
a try.
I gotta cut in and I gotta say I've been looking for one of those bags. Where do you think
That's
we
what
could get one of them?
Easily at the city, at the other side. It's quite a
Oh,
large
okay.
metropolis.
And I'll pipe
I'm
up
sure
and
you'd
I'll
be able
ask, is there any other equipment you could possibly lend our way to help us with our mission?
No, and you will never ask me that again, for you are not of St. Cuthbert.
Oh, okay. But how about now that those negotiations have passed, what information could you give us upon this town?
It is filled with undead. A large portion of them will not provide you any resistance. Some will. We haven't had any scouts return from there. However, we can verify that the town is there. It is surrounded by a large wall, and we will be sending you with an undead specialist for any turnings that might need to be done.
Okay.
Is that all?
Anything else? Any fellas?
No, I'm gonna say if that is all the information you can give from us, where could we sleep for the night? I could use a little bite to eat and a rest, perhaps.
He
Maybe
just
a little
walks-
drink.
As you're talking, he just walks away from you at that
Wine.
point. And one of his underlings comes up to you and actually directs you to a tent. They give you some of their reserve provisions that are not reserved for St. Cuthbert, and some basic ale and stuff. Not enough to get smashed on, but like you have a full belly and a good night's sleep.
Alrighty, so we'll take the long rest, and do you want to take a smoke break here then, maybe,
So-
and we'll pick this up?
So
I think so. I think a smoke break will be perfect.
real quick, perfect, awesome. I'm happy with that. Real quick, I want to, as we go down for a rest, I'd like to pull out 2 of those potions of healing out of our alchemist jug.
Sure.
And
Potions of
I'm
healing.
going to hand one to Dab and one to Rick. Just fucking set. You're set, bro. One to Dab and one to Rob. No, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, one to Dab and one to Richter. Rob's Rob's got a little
You
meta.
want-
I can see everybody's inventory.
Do I have any?
You have one left.
Yeah, that's all I need. All I need is one.
Do I have any? What do I have for potions right now?
What the hell? Who did I just say? If I said
Dab
Dab,
and
I didn't
Richter.
mean Dab.
Gideon.
And then, yeah, sorry, Gideon and Richter. So Gideon will have 2 healing potions. Richter will have 2 healing potions. Dab will have 2 healing potions already. And Rob has a greater healing potion, and I have 1 healing potion. I'm putting the notes in the dock for the break right now. So
Thank
I
you. We
will
appreciate you, Pino.
47. I'm sorry, 9:40. I'll be back by like 7 minutes from now. So you guys do whatever you need with inventory. I just need a smoke.
Alrighty, we're gonna
I
take a
need
quick
smoke
smoke.
too. So
We're gonna take a quick smoke break there, and then we'll be back with the second half of our adventure. See you then.
hear you, babe. Don't say that.
And we are back from the smoke break. This is D&D with THC, back with the second half of our current adventure of the Bacon Campaign, episode 8. Take it away, Bacon.
So the party just got to Alexander the Executioner's camp. Now, this guy, just to remind anybody who's just joining in, he's sort of a fanatical asshole. Quite dangerous, very high level. He just basically, absolutely no problem without getting a scratch on him, killed a full-blown fucking vampire.
That's a hell of a feat, too. That's incredible.
Well narrating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was
Yeah.
nothing. He did it to show other people that it was easy, which it is not. So he at this point the party has gotten to sleep. They've been told that they're going to get safe passage through to the Lich Queen once they help out destroying this undead town and a piece of this Lich's phylactery or some artifact that was essentially giving her power that would assist Alexander in dispatching this Lich Queen once and for all. So it is the next morning, and you remember that really annoying guy, that cleric that was with you, is the outsider dude?
Well, I hate that guy.
Yeah, turns out he is actually the guy that's going to be going with you now. He's basically like 20 minutes before you would be awake. He is actually playing a fucking bugle to wake you guys up.
I'm probably, well, not hungover because we didn't get drunk, but
I'm gonna walk
Fuck that guy.
outside and try to spit a loogie into it, a morning loogie. Like from all the weed we were smoking all night, I'm gonna give him one of those, and then try to get it in there.
Oh my god!
These guys,
Roll an attack with just your Dex mod.
these guys don't take kindly.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say to Rick to leave the guy alone, but I didn't get the chance.
Oh, it's done. He's hawking a Luke.
What do I have to do? I have to make an attack with my dexterity mod?
Just roll a d20 and add your Dex mod.
Yeah, roll a d20, add Dex.
So it's gonna be this +4. So
Wow.
I got a net 20 +4.
what?
Right in his fucking mouth. It's gonna swing
Yo,
through.
that's so disrespectful. Yo, he spit that shit so hard it went through the bugle into his mouth.
So okay. So here's how this goes down. Here's how this goes down. Lex, like, he's in the middle of revel, like, and then Lex just hawks the perfect fucking loogie. Not only does it immediately stop the music in like the most comical kind of fashion, but it also breaks the fucking bugle that the guy was using, which just kind of crumbles in his hands, and he's just standing there.
That's such shit, bro.
Another paladin that's kind of like walking by you guys sees it, and he just kind of snorts with laughter and keeps on walking.
Oh, thank
he doesn't mind.
This guy Gideon, I mean, as fucking Richter hawks the loogie and sees this shit. Yo, I don't say nothing. I just dap him.
So this guy,
I'm just like, sometimes, man, you're a legend a little bit.
And I'll stand there just in disbelief with my fucking jaw on the floor, not able to believe what the fuck I just witnessed.
This guy just throws the broken bugle down and he just stomps. I'm gonna go with his name is Reginald because I forgot what I said his name originally was. And he
this is the first time. Reginald's good.
Yeah, good. All right, perfect. So, so he looks quite cross and he goes, "Well, are you ready to get going? Those undead aren't gonna slay themselves."
Hey, Reginald, how did it taste, mate?
And I'm gonna look over at him and I'm gonna say, "Hey Reggie, man, you don't want to know where that guy's mouth been."
Yes,
instantly.
Lex, you just gave this guy chlamydia, but
from deep he gave you. I've never seen it. And it's almost like he injected you with it, man.
Yeah, he opens a satchel.
You chlamydia at range.
He opens a satchel at which he has a couple of rations. It looks like he brought over rations for all of you, and he hands each of you a rations. But when he gets to Lex, he just drops it on the ground, and then he hands the rest of you rations and keeps on walking. Goes, "We walk and eat. Let's go." Lex, you can still eat. It's just like dirty rations now.
No, I'm gonna
Peter-
take mine and throw it at him.
I was just laughing.
My girlfriend decided to let me know that chlamydia will kill me eventually.
But not today.
Too.
But not today.
Not
Not today, though.
chlamydia.
Not today.
Oh my god, bro! As we walk away, I start whistling "You Got It Bad" by Usher.
Oh my god. So yeah, that all just happened. So as you guys are walking, this guy is making an awful lot of noise, and it looks like his holy aura plus, because he is a capable cleric, plus the noise you're making is sort of preventing you guys from running into a lot of the undead. They're just sort of avoiding you, as it is the path of least resistance. You may encounter a zombie or two, which you guys quickly and immediately dispatch. Like, this dude just blows through undead like no problem. So once, like, it looks like you're about to be reaching a clearing, you can't really see beyond that just because of the way the skylight's working, but he stops and he goes, all right, listen, up ahead of us is this town. They don't stand a chance. You saw them yesterday. You saw Alexander yesterday, right?
Yep.
We are just going to roll through here like the divine hammer of Cuthbert himself, he says, pulling out a warhammer, which is the weapon of Saint Cuthbert.
Mate, that's not exactly how we do business. I think that you are meant to accompany us. That means that you do not lead, you follow. Savvy.
They said specifically that you, the non-Cuthbertians, were under mine, the Cuthbertians' command.
Yeah, when did they say that? Because they did not say that to us.
I'm gonna roll insight on him.
Sure.
See if he's telling the truth.
I don't care if he's telling the truth, mate.
No, I know, but
20.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. They said that they told him that he was going to be a great leader, and this would be like the first to.
But
like,
they didn't tell us that. So that's gas for his mind.
I mean, like, very likely this guy is kind of a twat.
Yeah, I know. I'm not following this gentleman. As I said before, mate, you are meant to accompany, not lead. So I think you should let us make our own preparations, and we'll tell you your role in them. And then I turn my back on him and turn to my crowd and like, so what are we doing here?
Follow or be executed as cowards, he says, as he starts stomping off towards this village.
And I'll jump up on Gideon's shoulder and say, seeing as he knows the way, we should probably at least follow him, and then we can go our own way once combat starts if we wish.
I don't want to go crashing into this village full of undead for this idiot's glory, mate.
You don't have to go crashing.
Oh, no, but he can
can
serve
follow-
as a great
can-
distraction when we
Yeah,
get there.
Let him be the distraction. We'll follow from a distance.
Sounds good. So we follow from a discreet distance. Wow, this guy goes fucking barrel again.
I say maybe 25 feet behind him, maybe 20. Not
1
too
second.
far.
That thing looks pretty fucking deadly.
Oh, we got a long rest there, right? I forgot
Yeah,
that to my sheet.
Yeah,
Get a
everything
long rest.
yeah,
all
I didn't do
all
that.
all fresh everything.
So you guys managed to stay in the tree line just out of view here, and you see him start marching up like the fucking idiot that he is towards this. And this giant roll religion creature that seems to be stitched out of corpses, but glowing, it's got this crackling energy about it. You can see it pretty clearly, even though it's very big and it's very, 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 very electric.
Dab rolled a 14, Pino a 6.
So, Pino, you're not sure what this is. Dab, this is a flesh golem, but flesh golems usually
Yo,
aren't.
I stay rolling mad good at religion. I don't know why, mate.
Yeah,
Never been
Gideon
much
and
like
Dab.
that.
Gideon and Dab, you guys, this is a flesh golem. They are pretty badass. It looks like alone, it would be an even match for him. But that does not explain why the fuck it would be crackling with lightning energy, which you cannot tell from this distance. So Reginald is marching straight up.
He's not going to make it, mate.
This gate is closed. This gate is closed, by the way. It's just I couldn't find a fucking map with a goddamn closed gate that would work for me. And he starts shouting, "For the glory of Saint Cuthbert, I swear to the..." And this dude just bellows, overwhelming him. "Will you fuck off for the last fucking time? Leave us alone. I am not playing with you." And this guy is just, he keeps screaming. He's still droning on. "We shall purge this land of all heathens. We shall purge this land of all..." You guys, if you are on the map, you are out of the tree line, and this guy can see you too.
Okay, I was putting token on. Because
Okay.
FYI.
Yep.
FYI.
Okay.
And this dude is still marching forward. This is not an initiative type situation. He's still marching, and he goes, "Seriously, we're not even fucking evil. Just leave us alone." And he's talking about how his God will purge them with divine fire. They will all perish in flame. He shall be the instrument. Then you hear roll a perception check.
Definitely hanging back and nudging my guys, saying, "These guys seem like a bunch of big fucking douchebags that we just ran into. Not the ones that we come up on, but the guy that we're following here."
Yeah, mate. I don't like this St. Cuthbert much, mate.
They definitely are pretty full of themselves, it seems.
Everybody
I
can.
never was one for churches and such, mate. Very restrictive lifestyle.
And
Always leads to deviancy, mate.
never really was the religious type.
Dab rolled a 5, Pino a 23. Rob
What are
a
we rolling
17.
for?
Perception.
Got you.
So Pino and Rob are going to see something interesting.
Richter, roll a perception check. Gideon, 14.
Lex, roll a perception check.
He's working on it.
Perfect. Good job, Sex.
10 from Richter.
So
This guy's name is
anybody
Sex Machine.
above an 11 can hear a very familiar voice. And Pino, you see clear as day a very familiar figure pop up.
Fuck, it's Flashy Boy.
What the fuck?
In it. Oh.
She's back. As soon as I fucking see her, I'm gonna fucking hit Dab and say she's fucking back.
Well, as that is happening, she pops up and you hear a little girl's voice scream, "Fuck the police!" as she shoots out of a slingshot.
Sorry.
As she shoots out of a slingshot, it looks to be some sort of... Well, you can't tell. It's pretty far away. But the point is, it hits this guy, Reginald, square in the fucking head, and he is basically evaporated as there is now scorched earth beneath him, and this massive fucking fireball takes place where it used to be. Reginald is dead.
Don't say, "Oh shit, that bitch is back and strong." I fucking turned to Richter. "This is your second chance at meeting your daughter."
So this girl
Your
turned...
daughter has hella aim.
I don't even think
This
Richter's
girl-
realized his daughter just reappeared.
She's like a fucking
Yeah,
cat.
he didn't quite hear her. He
9
just heard a
lives.
big explosion. And but everybody you can sort of hear a faint voice in the background, but everybody who got good on their perception roll can hear her going, "I'm sure there's more. Send out the hounds."
I'm gonna say we need to talk to these people.
Can I
They don't
shoot
seem
at
like
my daughter?
douchebags. Let's talk to them.
Can I shoot at her? Like, can I
She just
take my spark
evaporated.
back now?
She just evaporated that guy we were following with one shot. Evaporated him.
He's gone. He didn't make it.
Yeah, I say we
full
talk to
armor.
these guys, Richter.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk our way out of this one. We ain't fighting.
I mean, we were just following the cops, apparently.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Like she popped up, screamed, "Fuck the police," and vaporized this guy.
We gotta take
I
her
just
out.
got out of prison, mate, so understand how I feel about the fucking Knox.
I think we need to talk to these people.
In that
The
case,
flesh
you were
roller
very
with her?
comfortable. Yeah,
Okay, well,
they're
I'm gonna
talking to
take
each
a piece of cloth from my
Can we
bag.
just listen to
I'm
what
gonna
they have
tie-
to say?
That's what
I'm
we're
gonna tie
try
it to
do.
a stick. I'm gonna tie it to a stick, and then I'm gonna. All right, well, let's go talk to him then, mate. And then I'm
So,
gonna hold that stick up and flag, like wave the flag.
I'm
Like,
going
it's
to
a
say
white flag.
No, don't
they
do
did
that.
say they were releasing the hounds.
Oh, they said they were releasing hounds.
They
Oh,
think that we're with this fucking idiot that we were just following that none of us clearly liked.
Maybe this will help because I'm gonna go up under the
Yeah,
white
no.
flag of truce.
I push you out. I agree with you.
So I
I
exit the tree
desperately
line
trying
with the white
Richter from
flag of truce up.
stopping him from shooting. Trying. It's up to him if he wants to, but I'm trying.
So you guys are walking forward now.
I'm walking forward at least. I have up the flag of truce.
I'm walking forward and trying to plead with Richter not to shoot him, but it's not him.
They're talking as they're talking to each other. They're saying they always have more of them out there, and you hear like they're just talking about like getting the search party. It looks like the search party's already out, and as you're approaching, you see the little Wednesday Addams looking girl just kind of look up at thin air, like she's listening to something. She just goes, "Oh hell no!" And she loads another orb into her slingshot, and she's just looking around. You can roll an insight if you'd like.
I already know what it is, but I will roll the insight. She
I
just
was
knows
wrong.
that
Gideon with the
I
nat
know exactly.
20.
It's a waste. I already know.
I think we all know.
So she knows that you guys are there. She knows that Richter is there in particular. But with the nat 20 on that, you're pretty confident that if you don't shoot at her, she's not going to shoot at you. But God,
yes.
be taking that chance. So she's like ready to go with another one of those weird red bead things that you can see now.
But I'm still gonna take my chance because I feel like if she'll let us talk if we go there in peace. So I hold up the flag of truce. Parlay, mate.
I'm gonna shoot.
We would like to have a parlay.
I'm gonna say we can't trust the undead.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna make sure I am far away
Can
from
I have
Richter.
a chance at it, bro?
Oh yeah, if he's shooting, I'm heading the opposite direction as fast as I can. Whatever the fuck is chasing me, I'm gone.
I'm gonna climb up in the trees and.
On the map. Gotta step forward to shoot. You have disadvantage. She's behind like a fortified fucking wall.
Oh, I didn't know she's behind a fortified wall.
Yeah, this is like a this is like a fortress wall. It looks
I
like
thought those were cobblestones.
Oh no. This is like a wall surrounding the town, and that's a gate, and there's a big gate here that these guys are. That's probably for the wise. And she goes, "If you step out, we won't kill you," is what she says. And with the insight, you guys believe her. Even with a 10 passive insight, you believe.
Yeah, I'm saying I definitely believe her.
Like parlay.
So I'll step out, but I'm definitely hiding behind somebody.
It seems that we've stepped in between a combat that we do not need, mate.
So why were you with them in the first place? She shouts.
We merely seek to pass through this path to go upon our journey. We were told that we must kill you all in order to secure that passage. But we merely just want to leave this place.
Where's the shooty one? She says, looking around. She's like scanning, making sure Richter's not sneaking up on her.
He's beyond the tree line. I think by seeing you now, he understands the folly of his move from before.
Killed her once, killed her again.
As do we all.
Tell you what, she like holds her hands up. You can see her actually taking the orb out of the slingshot, and she's still in cover. However, you can see her putting the little slingshot away. Have him step out with his hands empty, or my friend here is going to run 10,000 volts of electricity through all your corpses. He just slaps
You're asking us to give up our friend, mate.
I'm not going to kill him.
Do I have a clear shot at the orb?
At the that's not an orc. That's a flesh golem that's crackling lightning right now.
You said she has an orb in her hand.
Oh, she put it in her pocket.
Okay.
She
don't
put it
have
away.
enough.
She actually she's showing you her bare hands, but like you'd be at disadvantage to try to just shoot her hand.
Can we huddle up and talk for a minute before
may.
we answer?
You may.
All right, so I turn back to them. So Richter, what are we doing here, mate?
I don't know, man, but I might have somewhat of a plan.
Let's hear it then.
I like plans.
I might go out there with a boomerang or some type of throwing dart or something like that. When she gets out of line, I'll get close, and I'm gonna kill her.
So how far up is she standing right now?
She's behind that wall. She says she wanted to see you come out with your hands free.
Up on like the ramparts of that wall.
Like 30 feet.
Yeah.
I'll say this, mate. We are in a tremendously
I'm gonna-
disadvantaged position here, mate.
As this conversation's going on, I use disguise self to make myself look like Richter.
Why?
Does he want to kill himself, or I can have him?
I'm gonna send out Rob as me.
I go out disguised as Richter.
So okay. You approach. So how does this guy's self work? How does she realize if it's Richter or not? Like, what's the mechanism for that?
You would have to roll a performance check, wouldn't you?
No, disguise self is a spell, so we can make him look. It would be an illusion. It would be probably some kind of save, if anything at all. And
Oh wait, no, that wasn't it. Sorry, wrong one.
At that distance, right? Like if they touched him, I think you can tell.
Yeah.
Weapons and other belongings in a person.
Oh, you can't change your body type.
I can appear shorter, and Richter's. How tall is Richter? I'll seem a little bit taller, but
I'm a
He's
wood
a
elf,
wood
a regular sized wood elf.
So that's yeah.
so a little over 6 feet, and I'm a little under 8 feet. So
from
I'll
a
seem
distance,
a couple inches taller.
yeah,
than you.
from a distance, he would probably pass. But if she gets up close and does a physical inspection, he would definitely see through it.
Well, she never
Yeah.
got close to him to begin with in the first place, though.
This is
Well,
true.
she was watching us from the same
To
height.
see how
so
tall
I
he
mean,
really was. Yeah,
I
fair.
mean,
So
his
step forward.
Bacon, as he's walking out as me, I'm gonna try to sneak up over here.
So first, you will need to roll a. First of all, do you have any magical items on your person?
Me?
Yes, you.
I have the silver arrows. I plan on hitting her with the silver arrows.
Those aren't magical, so you're good. Okay, that's a good thing for the purpose of this. So you can roll a disguise. A stealth check.
he's got that crossbow. That's a magic weapon, isn't it?
It's not magic; it just got sights on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nice.
Don't get me killed.
God, Rick is so totally gonna
Please.
get killed. Okay, so you're pretty hidden.
I just want to
We're
hide in case she makes a move towards him. That's it.
Okay, so put
I want
yourself.
a clear shot at her if she does something to Rob.
Well, it's going to be easier to get a clear shot on her because y'all can roll an Arcana check. Actually, you can roll 2. Let's save some time because she's going to cast 2 spells. Neither of them are offensive.
Okay.
I've got 22 and 21.
I'm gonna roll minus advantage, all right?
You got 5 and
Natural 20.
5
Hey.
and 4.
And a 7. Fuck, I don't know
I got 11
much
and a
about
16,
magic, but apparently
16.
I do.
Pretty good.
Who got
Looks
a
like-
nat 20?
It looks like she's casting mage armor
guy.
and fly on herself.
Okay.
I come out with my hands up,
So
or Richter's
she's
hands
actually
up, I
just
guess.
going to fly down to here. Her hands are empty and she is not making any offensive moves. Richter, please put yourself on the map with your 26 hide check. She just nat 20'd her fucking perception check. So where are you standing,
fuck.
Victor?
She knows exactly what
So
the
now
fuck
there's
you
two. There's two of us.
Okay.
So she got a 24 and he got a 26.
I'm in this bush.
Oh
and I have,
shit! So he's still hiding, bro.
No, he's not. She got a nat 20.
Didn't he get
Nat
a nat?
20s are auto.
Yeah, nat 20.
Did you get a nat 20
for something like that?
Did you get
No,
a no? You
no.
got an
I
18.
got a
Nat 20 is
19.
auto success.
Oh no, my
Yeah.
I got a
Oh, yeah.
19, but I also have Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you are lightly obscured, and I'm in that bush.
You are attempting to hide.
Yeah,
The
she
issue
just saw you.
But a
She
nat
just
20
got a
is gonna
nat
see it.
automatic success.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that so she's actually gonna fly to here. She's gonna look at Rob. She's just gonna sigh, and then she's just going to turn to face Richter and go, "Really?"
I'll step out of the bush and ask her what she wants.
Well, originally it was to kill those ghasts, but then I stumbled into you guys and figured we might as well talk because you didn't seem like Saint Cuthbert. She's Richter, because you're the only one that can see her face right now. You can roll an insight check. She seems nervous to be talking to you, but not like you're going to hurt her.
Tell her I thought that she was going to kill me and my friends because she was with the zombies.
Well, she looks down at herself, just at her hands. She is undead. She shrugs. She goes, "That's a reasonable assumption. Why are you here?"
Boats in the hose.
Gideon already told her why we're here.
She takes a sigh. She actually looks really disappointed. And she shrugs and she goes, "Well, are you with Saint Cuthbert? I mean, you don't seem the sort that would be trying to purge the land of sin," she says, kind of smirking a little bit.
I'm going to smirk back pretty much exactly the same way that she smirked and say, "Nope, I'm just partying."
She it's not lost on her. She goes, "Very well. Open the gates." The big shocky man nods. He jumps down like it's fucking nothing, and they are going to open the gates and allow you into the undead city.
And then at this time, I'm gonna run up to little Wednesday here, and I'm just gonna ask her, "May I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you know your father?"
I knew
Roll an
that.
insight because she's not going to directly answer that question.
Shit.
She just sort of rolls her eyes and walks away. You can't really get anything out of that.
He really is Morphovich. I forgot about that side plot.
It's know me porridge. Know me.
Oh,
porridge.
Yeah. Sure,
Wow,
it's totally
bro, he really is sticking to that. I respect that.
Sure, it's totally a side plot. It's the side plot, sure. So let's
Could be.
So you guys get into this town, and it looks like maybe 100 or 200 years ago, hard to tell. It's been by the undead. That it used to be a normal town. How what's the best way to describe this? You guys seen Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know that episode where everybody's walking around and they're all fucking Cronenbergs?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's basically like that, except they're all undead. It just seems like instead of having the normal undead alignments and like behaviors and shit, these are just a bunch of people that are now living as undead and have been for quite some time. They're going about their business. There's like small talk going on. They're walking little undead dogs. Like, this is just a normal town, except it's undead.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Go ahead.
Do undead, are they dead that brought back to life, or live people transformed into undead?
These it varies. It varies based on what type of undead you are, what type of undead they are. You can roll religion.
But there's the distinctive difference between the higher functioning ones and the lower functioning ones.
23.
Correct.
This is society. They have a Sid. This is a town of people who are dead.
I was
Yes.
just curious if possibly these people were unwillingly turned into undead.
It's hard to tell if they were willingly turned to undead, but with the 16 and the 23 in total, well, with the 18 and the 23 in total, it's pretty reasonable to assume that everybody that's like higher functioning was, including like the pets and stuff, which are still behaving like normal fucking dogs and cats and shit, were all turned while they were alive en masse.
Gotcha.
Probably whatever happened to.
This is a powerful enchantment here, mate.
Like Beauty and the Beast style, except there's no happy ending.
So are we following Wednesday through the town at the moment? Like she's leading us somewhere?
Yeah, she's leading you towards kind of the center, and everybody's kind of like looking, and they're sort of, when you guys see them, they're acting like they're ashamed of the way they look, and she's just shaking her head. Everybody but a vampire. There's this one vampire that's like really good looking, but none of you guys are female or gay, so it doesn't really matter. But as you're walking past that, the flesh golem goes, "Yeah, some of us got made a fucking vampire. Phil gets all the goddamn luck." He's just really bitter about being made into a flesh golem. It looks like. So she's walking you up to what looks to be a pretty main administrative building that they've set up. There's like little undead political posters around, like campaigning for undead mayor of this undead town. But before she goes in, she turns around and she goes, "My key," and she holds out her hand.
Richter's got the key.
Oh, hand it over, please.
What you gonna do for this key, girl? Nah, I'm gonna give it to her.
I'm about to say she's still a little kid, motherfucker.
Fucking dance with. She could be a really old little kid.
She's a couple hundred years old at least. She's 100 years old at least. So she takes a little string from her pocket and she puts it on, puts the key on the string and puts it around her neck. And she goes, "Well, thank you." And
Can I kind of butt in and say, "Little girl, what's the name of this town, and what's your name?"
Hang on, I had the name picked out. 1 second. I have a good one. I'm not wasting this one. My name is Tabitha, and this was Moldovia. Richter.
Thank you.
When she says the name Moldovia, which no matter what you guys get in your history checks, no one has heard of. But Richter, that sparks an image in your head. You see this town before it was undead. It was happy. It was a farm town. There was beautiful people, roasted goat. There was a forest around this town, and this was not the way it
my
once was.
fucking god!
This was not the way it once was.
Do you remember your vision, Richter?
Yeah, man, I saw these woods on fire.
Running pantsless, holding a goat, stoned out of your hands from the woods towards this town.
I'm gonna smoke some Mary Jane's fern. Just gonna take a couple totes.
No, it's root in this one. You're gonna hit the root.
The root, yeah.
Yeah.
They all look longingly at the root because you can't get high when you're undead because it doesn't work like that. So they miss that shit so bad, but nobody's gonna say anything or give you any shit for it. So she goes, "So you're looking for safe passage and wish to get past the lich?"
Yes.
Indeed.
And you said several paladins. Did you guys mention the fact that the lich was being attacked by paladins right now?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, they would try. I don't have no problem telling them the whole plan because I'm really not going back to the Cuthbert people. I'm not going back to them.
Not at this point.
Yeah. So I'll tell her that we were supposed to be a distraction while they attack the lich.
As so I assume you tell her that right away as you're walking. And as you guys are walking and all this other stuff is happening, she takes out it looks to be a stone, and she just starts speaking into the stone, just letting them know, Mother, I believe you have guests. And she goes, yes. And you can hear in the background, like, screaming, just fucking blood-curdling screaming. Alexander shouting commands, and this woman is just calmly talking back. Yes, I believe I've ran into them. Quite quaint. You hear Alexander scream and then gurgle as there's just this like slimy, wet crunch, and he's screaming. She goes, "Yeah, handled. Thank you."
Damn, cuz!
Is your mother the Lich?
Oh, yes.
Did something happen here that maybe we should know about before it happens to us too?
No. You can roll insight.
Insight, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a question to ask.
Fuck.
don't like that answer.
Shoot out.
That question for a second. Actually, I just want to get to the insight to answer that, because that might change your question based on the insight roll.
Natural one for me.
22.
Oh, all of us are supposed to roll insight?
If you want to tell, well, you don't have to if you don't want to. That's fine. But Pino, you're pretty sure that she is like deadly lying to you. Like, you are probably within like a week of being here going to turn into some kind of undead monstrosity. Everybody who got above it, because she is actually not trying to be deceptive at all. Everybody who got above a 6 knows that she's telling the truth, and everybody who didn't get a natural 1 but below a 6 can't tell.
So I just started scratching my arms, kind of getting a little farther away from everybody, not letting anybody come 6 feet within me. Or with
What happened? What happened to you?
this
Pino-
bitch is lying.
Pino thinks that we could be turned into undead. All of us realize that that's probably not going to
I
happen,
don't-
but Pino can't be
I don't think
convinced.
we should stay here.
I understand I understand your concerns, mate, but
Don't touch me.
This is not the time to flip the fuck out, man. This is not the time.
You stay
It's
over here.
not
That's fine.
All right, that's fine. I'll stay away, man.
And I'm gonna ask the little girl.
Distancing is in effect.
I'm
Just
gonna ask.
understand, this is not the place to flip the fuck out,
I'm gonna
It's
ask
not.
the little girl, saying our friend here had a vision of this place on fire before. Do you recognize him at all? He can't remember who he is. He just woke up with his name tattooed on his arm.
It's kind of look of like a look of pain flashes across her face, but she tells you, no, he doesn't look familiar at all.
I'd like to check insight for that, though. I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to.
Go ahead.
Oh, it was almost on the 20.
So Giddy got a 16.
I wonder why I didn't roll.
You got a 16, actually, it showed. But the words that she said was, "I've never seen this man before in my life," and you could not only tell that she is being truthful, but she's also holding something back.
She's also living
But
a different
also-
life, so she's referring
Hey, and
to
I'm
the
about to
life
say
she's in
she's also
currently.
undead. So just because she didn't see him in her undead version of life doesn't mean she
Yeah.
doesn't know him when she's alive.
Exactly.
Actually, that's one of the other meanings that you could take out of that, but there are others. So,
And then- go ahead.
I say nothing.
my mother's name is Lily. If you'd like, I can arrange a meeting.
You think maybe she'll be able to tell us anything about our friend?
I'm not
I'm
sure.
not particularly concerned, mate. I'd like to know if she can allow us to pass through the forest. That is our priority.
We shall see. I know there was another that passed through recently. She doesn't give her favor to all, but she's not entirely unfair.
Also, too, I'm going to turn to our friends. Like, the thing I wanted to ask before is, when we were at the fort, Did they give us a sense of how many of the soldiers were actually going into battle? Was this something where everybody was going to go?
Yep.
So they're all
Okay.
wiped out.
Okay, so fellows, I'd really like to go back to that fort because they left a lot of gold there. And if you're going into combat and you think you're going to win, you wouldn't take the gold with you? So maybe we should go back for it, mate. 1,000 gold, 1,000 gold, mate.
I like the idea, but they couldn't have took everybody, could they?
Why would they leave anyone, mate? This was their ultimate victory.
Seemed pretty fortified. I don't know. It seemed maybe that's something that would last.
I'll say this: is it not worth a look at least?
Possibly, but I think we're gonna have to meet with this lady first. I can't see us being able to leave just willy-nilly. I'm sure we must discuss with this lich first as to what's gonna happen.
I mean, you can
Sounds fairly
she looks at
powerful.
you and goes- She looks at you and she goes, she looks at you and goes, "You can leave the town whenever you wish. You're not our prisoner. You can come as go as you please. We believe in free will here. But in terms of passing through the mountain pass onto your next bit, now, why did you say you were coming through again?" Like she says, kind of glancing at Richter, confused, especially Richter.
We are in pursuit of a gentleman who committed a crime against the town behind us. We have been hired to bring him to justice.
Committed a crime. Was he kind of a twat nozzle?
Yeah, indeed.
And he was dressed in some gaudy get up.
A bit of a coward, mealy mouth type.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take you to meet my mom. We can try to get you through there. If you're going to be killing that twat. God, I did not like him. He just did not... He did not strike me as a decent human being, but Mom saw something in him. I don't know.
We'd be happy to be of service because we were already going to be rid of him.
Now, you mentioned that you were looking for money.
We were supposed to be paid 1,000 gold to attack this place, but we were always going to take our time and see what strategy would best fit our group. And as you can see, we did not come to combat, and we'd like to go back and ransack their remains.
Well, to be honest with you, since you mentioned it, I'm sure that we already have undead going to seize the money or any supplies.
It seems as if I'm
However,
behind a step.
You can roll insight at this, what she says. I'll say it as you guys roll it. However, if it's work that you're looking for, I do have a task that we have been putting off because it can be rather unpleasant. I can pay you 2,000 gold and a few items to replace the ones that you will inevitably lose.
Did you see that 17 roll to a 3? That's so disrespectful.
So we got.
I don't even know if you tell the truth, but I am salivating at the sound of that 2,000 gold. So
Dab with a 22, Pino with a 24, and then an 8 and a 4 from Gideon and Rob.
She keeps glancing at Richter during this, like little micro expressions, and it doesn't look like she's trying to get you guys hurt, but she's definitely pointedly sending you into this place. But it doesn't look like she has nefarious intent.
I'm gonna ask her what she's looking at. I'm gonna say, why you keep looking at me all types of crazy?
You did shoot her in the face last time, bro.
I know I shot you in the face, but you said it was cool. You said, yeah, that's true, I am undead, but so now why you keep looking at me weird?
You realize I remember that entire experience, right? Time works slower for me. I know what it felt like to have the arrow go into my eye and then travel slowly into the back of my brain. Yes, I am going to keep making sure you're not going to shoot me with a crossbow out of fucking nowhere again, she says. And that is a partial truth to everyone who just rolled insight.
So what you trying to say? You got a glass eye now, and you keep looking at me weird, and that's why, because your shit wandering.
No, I'm saying I want to make sure you're shot again.
Whatever. Let's just go inside.
God.
I'm not gonna shoot you. You want to hold my crossbow?
No, you're definitely going to need it for this. We have a statue that Mother had made of some long past figure, and we've had a black pudding on it for quite some time, and quite frankly, getting outside to get resupplies is quite difficult. And when we've been damaged by something like that, we stay that way pretty much forever. So if you could handle it and kill this thing for us, then we would be much obliged, and I would be very willing to give you 2,000 gold and a few magical items that we've been saving up and have no use for.
Where is this statue?
Points, and she goes, "It's in the center of this building."
What is this creature you speak of?
Roll nature.
You said black pudding, right?
Correct.
Again, I know what this is, but Rob may or may not know what this is, depending on.
I don't have any kind of backstory to fill in knowing what that is.
I got a 19 in nature.
Got 11, 12, and 19.
Black puddings are pretty.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
So these things are pretty nasty. They're not easy by any means. They're an ooze. They're basically like this big fucking ooze. And hang on one second. And they tend to damage and decay and destroy non-magical items. Also, this might be your toughest opponent that you guys have faced yet, to be honest with you, just based on what you know, because if you deal lightning, slashing, it splits into two with half the hit points each, but they don't take damage from that. So it has damage immunities, acid, cold, lightning, and slashing. Condition immunities, blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, prone. And they are pretty tough. But they move very slow.
And she's asking us to destroy them?
Sounds like
one of them. And here's one other thing. I'll read you guys this because you have it. When a pudding that is medium or larger is subjected to lightning or slashing damage, it splits into two new puddings if it has at least 10 hit points. Each new pudding has hit points equal to half the original puddings rounded down. New puddings are one size smaller than the original pudding.
And there's pudding covering this statue that's in this building, correct?
Correct.
So do you wish for us to eliminate this pudding first, or shall we talk to your mother first?
It's really up to you. I would prefer for you to do the pudding first, just because one way or another, chances are you aren't going to be coming back this way if you talk to Mother. But the pudding first, and then we could see that you're paid, well paid.
Sounds good to me.
Well, indeed it is.
I like the sounds of money. How long do you think this is going to take? I don't want to stick around here too long and catch whatever you got there.
There's no catching what we have. It was a single action taken. You know what? Never mind.
Are you sure? At this point, I do have my shirt over my face like a mask.
My son is really taking social distancing serious, bro. I respect it. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
He keeps constantly pouring grog over his fucking knuckles.
He's something a little stronger than that. Where's that fucking alchemist jug? I take the strongest liquor out of the alchemist jug and start sanitizing.
So,
hey, you're just wasting that. I'm trying to take the alcohol from you. You're just wasting that, mate. Don't waste.
Start pouring it on the ground. It's free. It's unlimited.
I'm trying to drink it as you're pouring it on the like fucking Pauly Shore and Encino Man.
Oh
Wheezing the
my
juice.
god.
I'm definitely trying to aim it into his mouth so he gets hammered.
Rob, earlier you made reference to us not embarrassing ourselves. What are you doing?
So this time
She's dead. She doesn't care.
I'll agree with the little
But,
girl
yeah.
and say lead the way.
at this point, she's actually like you can see her underneath the alcohol. She's like snuck under there, and she's got her mouth open under it, and she's just taking it. Gloom,
That's
stuff like
rather-
that.
I push her out of the way, like, no, fuck.
But alcohol
This
does.
is mine.
She's surprisingly hard to move. Like, she does basically, oddly enough, the same thing that Richter does whenever you try to slap his hand away from something.
Similarities, and I'll note that and see the similarities between her and Richter again.
Oh
Further,
my God,
further
he is
pushing my this is his daughter agenda.
Literally writing it in a notebook for himself.
And I'll
Slap and dab on the back. I see what you're doing.
And at that time, I'll turn to the little girl and say, "Lead the way to this black pudding."
Was it in this game that I had the great sword that I had for the loot? I don't think so.
I think so.
It was. I remember you had a great sword.
I was gonna say think so because you have loot, one great sword, one hand crossbow.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You guys are starting to walk into this building, and you can see that there is this great statue, it's covered in this ooze. It looks like the statue is of a half elf. It's of a ranger. This giant standing 40-foot tall ranger, as he is holding his bow, looking like he's about to draw it back and fire an arrow, kind of gazing over the horizon. And you see the ooze on it. However, as you guys begin to start to walk in there, you hear a very loud noise, a very, very loud noise indeed. Give me 1 second to pull something up, because as you turn around, you see a beautiful woman who just seems to have teleported there, and she starts to yell at Tabitha. "Why didn't you tell me they were here?" She goes, "Mother, I just thought they could help us with this first." She goes, "No, not this. Anything but this." And she walks forward and sees you. She goes, "Oh, so good. So good for you to come. I'm so happy to see you all." And she starts to cry as soon as she looks at Richter's face.
Why keep breaking these girls' hearts?
Don't go breaking my heart.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
say,
remember-
I know you, lady.
As you say, "Why do I keep breaking these girls' hearts?" She smiles and she goes, "You remember them? That's not what I thought you would said." And she flings herself on you, and she's like draped against you, pressing her pressing you against her gauntlet bosom. She's a very
Gross ass undead bosom.
Oh no! Give me a second. I just
I'm
forgot
a
to upload.
railer in front of everyone.
I conjure a fire in the corner, grab myself a chair.
Yo,
You sit there like Charlie Murphy.
I start hitting our
Fucking
banger. Hey,
Chappelle show.
less than 5 minutes. Hey, I start hitting our banger.
My son said I'm gonna go get a change of space in the corner.
I start hitting our banger. Less than 5 minutes. You owe me 5 gold.
Hey,
Yo, did you say 5? He's got to last 5 minutes for 5 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Richter we talk about. King Chlamydia. I bet you
Who
he can go
knows?
at least 8. He can go at least 8. He can go at least 8. My son will give her 40.
Start betting.
My son will give her 40 pumps.
Should I take a performance roll or what?
Are
hang
you
on
really
one
gonna rail her? Oh man, this is awesome.
oh good
Yeah, I'm
God.
really gonna rail her in the middle of the room.
Oh, I've already sat down with a chair.
While they're going at it, I'll whisper in the lady's ear, "You know he's got chlamydia, right?"
She's undead.
Why are you a hater?
Don't worry about it. She's undead, bro.
Damn,
1
you're
second.
a hater, bro. You should not be like that.
Trying to get it to load up. I'm having a technical difficulty real quick. Did you roll your persuasion yet, Lex?
Persuasion or performance?
In this instance, it's persuasion. You were trying to get her to have sex with you.
In front of all of your friends.
I don't need to
You should
try.
get advantage because she was already with it, bro. She was with it. Oh, Liliana's catching a raw dog, bro. Oh man, Liliana, you really gotta get the real
So-
cold pum.
So an
All
18.
right, yeah. All right, let's everybody in the chat. Let's just get this out of the way. Just give me a pause, real quick, because like this is what being a DM is. So yeah, you're pretty convincing. You just like make a move, and she's not used to people taking power over her. So yeah, you manage to quote rail her in front of everybody, and she is just like, Lex, what position are you going to rail Liliana of the Veil with? In
All right, I'm going to get some water,
not
so I'm avoiding
watching.
this awkward shit.
Yeah, I'm
We
not
need to
watching.
know-
He can do his thing.
How you hitting it, Lex?
We need to know a time frame here.
how you hitting it, Lex?
I'm gonna. What kind of spot are we in?
You're basically like in front of town hall on the fucking
He's
outer
gonna
road.
get
Yeah, I'll
hell
dog her out.
baited right
Yeah,
now.
you're
I
like
know
in the
this.
Center of town
down
square,
City Hall.
basically.
Yeah, I'll dog
Yeah,
her
you're
out
like in the
steps.
center of town square.
Right on steps. I'll dog her out.
All right. Roll
Great
roll
dog.
roll a Constitution check.
Oh.
Come on, that one. Make me 5 gold. Damn it.
No. He
You
did pretty
perform
good.
very well. She is quite satisfied.
I'm
Laying
like
there.
Frank Gallagher out in these fucking D&D streets.
Should have known not to bet against that.
She's laying there breathless. Like, you did real good, Lex. You did real good. Richter did himself proud there. Lives up to the bard
I'm gonna
reputation.
go get the key to the city and pretty much consider myself mayor.
Well,
down
as you're like getting up, she basically like pops to her feet instantaneously, and there's like her daughter is just sitting there, just shaking her head, like, "Oh my fucking god, I can't believe this just happened!" Like right in front of me. Like, she is just straight fucking traumatized. Like she just could not look away the whole time. Right? She just could not look away the whole time.
Nobody
Perhaps
could.
if you watch your parents fuck.
Yeah, that was raw dogging her too. Like that was not.
Oh man,
that was
I'm back now. Stop with that shit.
So she goes, "Everyone, this is my late love, Richter Ironthorn. Welcome him." And they all just sort of awkwardly like golf clap a little bit, like they're all just trying to sort of live their lives. Like they really don't like what just happened, but feel like if they don't clap, they're going to turn to ash or some shit. And so.
And I'll pipe up from the back. I'll pipe up from the back and I'll go, "Wait a minute. You know this man? He can't remember who he is."
Well, of course not, silly.
You don't know him, but you just knew his name.
Oh, that's right. And she touches Richter's head, and he has all of these memories of this life that they used to live together imposed. You can roll. It's not an aggressive spell. Tell you what, if you want, you can roll a wisdom save on this, but it is not an aggressive spell. She is reaching to you with love and to cast a non-aggressive spell that you can't define.
Well, what if I don't want a wisdom save? Like, what if I want the memories?
Then you're good to go. You can just like just willingly do it, and you just have all of these memories of you and her just injected into your head, just this happy life that you used to live in this town. And there was the incident with the cheating and the burning, but it's clear that she.
Do I remember that the other girl's my daughter?
No,
Okay.
you do not.
Okay.
So it's clear to you that you have loved this woman for your whole life. You have no idea who the little girl is, but like you spent your whole life as Richter Ironthorn, the bard, just desperately in love with this woman, and you feel like you could never let her go again. By failing
The first thing I'm
wisdom
gonna
save-
say.
Go ahead.
The first thing I'm gonna say after all of those memories come to me is I'm gonna look right to the little girl and I'm gonna go, I can be a stepdad.
She bursts into tears and runs away from you.
Ouch.
I'm gonna chase after her.
So roll a perception check because she is also a mage. She got some upgrades since the last time you killed her.
How you die and level up? What the fuck?
Her mom's a lich, that's how. So so she is just gone at this point, but like you didn't get too far. She basically went and she cast invisibility on herself essentially and just took off. And she goes, don't mind her, she'll come around. And she comes back over to you. Now keep in mind that this was the most mind-blowing sex you have ever had. This woman used to be an enchantress. She like has at least 1,000 years of Kegel control up all in her plumbing there.
And
like,
she's old news, let's be honest.
Now with the memories.
Oh man, my son Richter is a G, bro.
But while you were gone, she actually arranged like a stay in the nicest place for everybody. You're staying in her executive mansion that she has, that she keeps, like that she stays in the town with. She also has her castle up in the mountains and all that good shit.
I'm gonna say thank you to her, but whisper to my friends. I'm gonna be like, wow, this place is great, and then whisper to my friends, we don't trust these hoes.
You scratching myself, I never did.
Lex, roll stealth on that. Try to not get overheard by this fucking lich that is like basically a god and killed like a whole army a minute ago.
Wow, my son is a slick
That
G.
bitch is just in love with him.
She is just so in love with you right now. Like she is so desperate to
We know.
Love blind.
My son said, "We know."
We know.
So she
Same story. Not my first rodeo.
you guys
Is this your
You guys
first
are now-
undead rodeo? I said, "Is it your first undead rodeo?"
It's my first necrophiliac rodeo. That's for sure.
All right.
So this undead, is she considered a corpse?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. Checking.
yup.
Just making sure that Rector had sex with a corpse.
Yeah, she's not undead. I mean, she's a zombie, bro. She's just like a really high quality zombie.
I'm
Like
gonna
she's
spend some time in
She's like a
between sessions
rodeo tribe zombie.
new STDs for Richter to catch.
What do they have to roll? What do they have to roll to see how jealous they are?
I left.
They're not
I
jealous.
wasn't
They're
watching.
awkward
I
out.
wasn't
They just
watching either, bro. I was
Sure.
somewhere counting my money and plotting my fucking ascension.
I
the
found
vampire
bar,
that was
there's a
in
bar.
town is dead jealous. So there's a bar and it's actually pretty well staffed. There's not much else to
Which
do in
is
this town but drink.
hilarious because nobody here drinks.
They said the alcohol affect them.
I do.
Yeah, alcohol affects them. It's like the
Oh, I
root
didn't know that. Huh.
alcoholics that don't, because they still have blood. It's just the root is different. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
you guys go into the bar, and there is this ghoul that walks up to you that just kind of staggers up to you, and he goes, "You're friends with Lily?
Yeah.
Please
Yep.
help! Please help us! Please help us! I have for you. You help!" And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out this giant fucking bag, and he drops it on the table.
What?
It's really big bag.
What do you need help?
I look inside.
It's stuffed with gloom. There must be like 1.5 pounds of really decent gloom in here.
Oh shit! How close did my face get to it?
Oh no, you're good. You have to smoke it. It's just like whoop, like potent smell, you know.
Good shit.
What do you need help with?
Just let us die. And he just shambles away.
Is there anybody
Did he leave
else
the
in
bag
this?
of gloom?
There's a bunch of other people in the saloon. There's like undead things in the saloon. There's like a
Did he
couple
take
of
the
ghosts.
bag of gloom with him, or did he leave it?
No, he left it on the table. He asked you to help with Lily, let us die, gave you like all the gloom that they had in the town just as a payment for it.
I hope this is not them telling us to attack Lily for a bag of fucking gloom. You don't get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like,
She just killed an entire fort full of fucking soldiers of St. Cuthbert. They live to fight undead, and she smoked them like drugs.
And at that time, I'll look over at Gideon and say, I'm wondering if maybe we get rid of the black pudding, if that statue will somehow give them their lives back or possibly let them die.
I don't know, because would the little girl be doing that? She was taking us to the thing, and her mother stopped her, but her mother wasn't like, oh, I don't know. It seems
I don't
weird.
know. She might feel just as trapped
I mean-
as that crazy old bastard that just left us gloom here.
I don't know. She seemed to like Lex or Richter quite a bit.
Richter, who you
Maybe we
boomeranging?
can have him.
So I'll
we can have him talk to her. And,
I'll run
I
up
don't
to the
know.
guy that just dropped the bag of gloom on the table and say, and how do you suppose that we end your life, so to speak?
Just
I hit him I hit him with a boomerang.
Why are you attacking everybody, bro? Like,
You
what
think-
the fuck?
as you're hitting him with the boomerang, you throw the boomerang. The boomerang is mid-flight, and he goes, "Just talk to her." And boomerang is gonna just kill this guy. He sort of kill this guy. He goes down, but everybody just kind of shuffles and drags him off into a big pile.
So did she follow us into the bar?
Nope. She seems like she went back to go torture some of those paladins that are left. The
Does she
Alexander
think she's
guy.
my girlfriend?
She's your
Oh
wife,
yeah,
bro.
100%. She's your
So-
wife, basically. She is your lover. She is your passion. She is your muse to her.
This was
So, Rick,
this was your town before it was turned to undead. You escaped whatever fate they suffered, and now they're asking
You
for
got-
your help.
you got all your memories back. Do you remember anything that has to do with what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, tell us what happened here, man.
I don't know, but it's lit.
You
Yeah, you don't
Can I
have
go
any
back to
memory
the lich?
specifically what happened to this town.
Wait, what?
You don't know what happened to this town. You just knew it was different before something. There's
And what are we doing here again?
you're trying to get through. You're trying to move through the to the other side to kill that Archibald guy.
We've got to kill the black pudding,
So,
and then we've also got to talk back to Lily to find out how we can end these people's suffering.
so
I want to go talk to Lily, tell her that I have to kill Archibald and that I have to take care of the pudding, and ask her if she has any armor or any weapons that can help me do that.
Well, she had teleported away, and they don't really have a way of contacting her. She actually went up to her tower to go deal with the rest, to go finish dealing with the paladins. Seems like she's just torturing them and trying to turn them into some sort of something based on.
I can't go up the tower.
So the thing is, it's actually like quite a ways away. You have to. It's like a day's travel for you. She just teleported there because she is a fucking lich goddess, basically. But the next day, they were going to start a caravan to get you up there. That's what she wanted you to do, anyways.
Okay.
So before we leave, I'm gonna look around, and I'd say, well, I guess before we leave, maybe we should handle this black pudding problem.
yeah, while
Yeah,
we're in the bar
let's do
too,
it.
I'd like to ask anybody any questions concerning how this happened to them.
Look at the notes my girlfriend's been sending to me.
Uh-oh.
So, as you guys are leaving the bar to go to the shop, and you'll probably need to. That's so fucking funny. So as you're leaving the bar, Richter, you spot in like an alleyway, it's what did I say her name was? It was Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Yeah. You spot Tabitha in an alleyway, and she's just kind of looking. And when she sees you, she just gestures for you to come into the alley with her.
It's the young girl, right?
Yep, that's your not daughter right now.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna run down the alleyway. And I was
She
thinking, "Come on,
looks-
guys."
She looks at you and she goes, Mother wouldn't approve of me giving this to you, but I think you ought to know. And she holds out a necklace, and she hands it to Richter.
Is it fly or is it ugly?
It's pretty fly. It's a magical enchanted necklace. It's got diamonds in it. It's got a couple of emeralds in it.
Oh shit!
Seems like it's very, very, very valuable.
I'm gonna put it on.
Richter, at that moment, from everyone else's perspective, as soon as Richter puts on the necklace, he actually gets a nosebleed and collapses to the ground. You are not dead, Richter. He starts having essentially what is a seizure on the ground. He's convulsing pretty hard, and
I'm overdosing, guys. I'm overdosing.
I turn him on his side so he doesn't swallow his tongue, and let him just
seize it out.
have it.
Tabitha shrieks, "Don't touch him! Trust me!"
Well, what are we supposed to do then?
He's gonna swallow his fucking tongue.
Richter, as
And
all of this is
roll
going
him on his side.
you're having like one of those weird DMT experiences where you're going through time a lot faster than other people are going through time. All the memories that Lily fed you about being Richter Ironthorn are complete and utter bullshit. That is a fabrication of what you used to be. The name, you can change your name even if you want to, but you don't have to. That's up to you as a player. You said you wanted to be a ranger. Well, guess what? You've been a ranger this whole time. This fucking lich enchantress has put a spell on you.
What?
You came into her forest to search for treasure. She fell hard in love with you because you were charming and suave, and you can't actually play the flute really, really well. You boned her. She had a fucking pet goat. She had a pet goat that was her friend. And you got really stoned. And you fell asleep with your joint in your mouth. You burned her woods down. In a panic, you grabbed her goat, pantsless, running to this village where you fucked some farm lady. In exchange for the goat, which you both ate that night.
Oh fuck!
She gave you housing. And Lily found you, belly full of her pet goat, her only companion for years and years and years, in the bed of some whore.
Got it.
She cursed you. She took away your memory, and she banished you from her kingdom, which she turned to ash out of her broken heart.
What?
Damn,
No.
bro.
Richter, your eyes snap awake. Lex, this line is the last line of the session. Make it a good one.
Why are you helping me?
Because then the memories come back in.
I'll
That
remember
night
you.
you spent with her, that night that you spent with Lily, where you burned the woods down, when she found you, she was with child. You don't remember her, but it is very reasonable to assume that she is your actual daughter.
I fucking knew it.
I call
Richter Iron.
Yeah, we call
And,
that.
and with that, we are actually going to end tonight's session. We're going to deal with the black pudding tomorrow. Richter, you can
Next
re-roll
week.
yourself any way that you want. You said you wanted to be a ranger. Roll yourself up as a ranger. Hit me in the downtime, and we can just go over your sheet, make sure everything's copacetic. But
Nice.
congratulations, everybody! You made it to the undead village, and welcome to the plot.
Jesus Christ. What a great fucking episode.
We made it. We're all alive.
You are fucking living in this shit, bro.
Not
Well-
bad for pulling this out of my
Oh,
ass.
R.I.P.
No.
Wait,
Hey,
wait.
Sanders, you thought you was a realty, didn't you?
If everything was a lie, does he still have chlamydia?
Oh yeah,
I
you
just said to my girlfriend, I said,
definitely
I should say
have
I'm sorry
chlamydia.
to her for cheating on her. And my girlfriend turns around and says, "You cheated on me."
Lex is gonna die tonight. I'm so sorry for getting you in trouble.
Oh my
But yeah, no, Lex definitely still has chlamydia, and there's still a good portion of your memory that's missing, by the way. But that's just because you smoked yourself retarded for good like years of your life.
Okay.
Alrighty, on that note, like Bacon said, we're gonna end her there. Thanks for a great session, Bacon. That was a fucking amazing story. We'll be back again this Friday with our second Fan Friday, and again on Monday with episode 8 of The Lost Mines of Fandover at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then back again here next Wednesday with the Bacon Campaign episode 9. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you Friday.
Later, guys.
Later, everybody. Thanks for watching.